Okay, so, hello. Today I gotta address something very serious. Because I say it's serious. I say it's a problem. And it's about somebody else in the spiritual community. And I normally wouldn't say anything because I don't need no beef. I'm without meat. I'm not eating meat for a whole month here at this spiritual retreat. And so I'm not eating beef. And I don't really want beef with a practicing witch. However, I think it needs to be addressed how some in the spiritual community are just now coming out with the truth of what it is they really truly stand for and what it is that they've been practicing hidden all this time behind the scenes. I guess I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to name names. I don't really want to. But it has come to my attention recently that a very profound figure in this spiritual community is unveiling herself as a witch. And now, as a practicing witch, I'm like not opposed. I'm not opposed to outing what you are coming out of the G broom closet. I love it. I love it. What really irks me, what really irks me though, is when you're pushing 300,000 subscribers and there gets to be this like, wow, I feel bamboozled almost. Like learning and studying from this person thinking that affirmations were the only way. Thinking thoughts was it. Somebody made an entire empire on that premise of all you have to do is think thoughts. All you have to do is in your mind say something over and over and it's gone. It leaves or it appears, whatever it is you want. So imagine my shock when that's not all there is to it then. When this very well paid, extremely rich, I'm presuming, the way they talk about it, I would say they're quite wealthy. Entrepreneur, empire type business owner, also gaining so much momentum in the spiritual community, overwhelmingly now supports witchcraft, which I really don't mind. It's when you think that you need to force the 3D to do something, that you have to use some sort of action in the 3D to get something that you want. It goes against everything this person stood for so long. They literally stood for just change your thoughts. Think it away, think it into being, like the whole premise. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm in the wrong for this, Maybe putting people in freezer jars, putting people in the freezer is somehow, I don't know, maybe it's the bridge of incidents. Who's to say? Who's to say really? Because isn't it quite possible that when you're trying to manifest somebody away from your life and you're thinking thoughts continually of this person's leaving, they're leaving me alone, they're done, they're out of my life, that the universe will bring you to something through the bridge of incidents to do something in your physical world to banish them from your life. And so this YouTuber was implying that she puts people in freezers, not literal people, like, God, not on like CSI or some shit like that. She just writes their names down, I guess, and puts them in jars. And as a girl who once did that, I absolutely did when I was just learning out as a baby witch, and I didn't understand the ramifications of it. Now I travel with 2 duffel bags and a suitcase. And you know what you don't find around me? A freezer. So I'm not saying that if it's not this spell, it's another spell, like another banishing spell would work, I guess what I'm trying to say is Why do I feel bamboozled? Why do I feel lied to? Why do I feel like I was told, and an entire empire was built on this premise and this premise alone, that all you have to do is think thoughts aligned with what you want and it happens. And now all of a sudden, it's not just that. Now you have to do some witchy spells and some, I don't know. I have to say, it makes me feel a little not okay. And as much as I'm grateful that it's coming out, and this person, this YouTuber, even said, if you don't like this new me, if you don't like what I'm teaching over here, you can leave. And I definitely did. I unsubscribed. But after years of investing time and energy, views, clicks, comments, promoting it on my channel, promoting this person. This is why I don't do it anymore. This is why I don't promote people on my channel really unless I feel truly like I've vetted them properly. I don't really want to advertise people's teachings on my channel anymore really, unless I know that you're going to have the better interest of everyone at heart. And now what really got me with this spiritual leader slash guru slash, I mean, that's not ever what she called herself. She never, I don't think would ever say it, but she did imply she was everybody's favorite manifestation coach, and she was definitely mine. And it's like having the rose-colored glasses just stripped from you. And like you're left to see what? That all the while she was promoting that all you have to do is affirm, but behind the scenes, she was doing things like freezer spells. And one, not telling anybody that she did it. Two, not teaching that aspect and how she made her success. And it's like, it bothers me. It does. It bothers me because as much as people, I feel gatekeep the spiritual knowledge. I feel people really truly gatekeep. They give you a little bit, but just a little bit, enough to keep you hooked. Like, here's this catchy sales thing, and I'm going to keep you hooked on that. And I'm not saying she did, but I mean, I think her intentions are pure. I think she really does want people helped. I think she really truly does care about the betterment of people. But I just feel so bamboozled, bro. I feel like I'd been watching her for so long. And she just came out today with a video about banishing people using freezer magic. And again, I'm not judging that aspect. I'm not judging the aspect of witchcraft. I've literally put people in freezers before. I've done freezer spells. I also removed them because I felt internally guilted. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't think I like the idea, because I one time did that years ago. And I was like, I was convicted in the heart space to not do that. I felt at first like doing it, and then I undid it. I let that soul go free. I let them be themselves. And if they wanted to keep stalking and harassing me, I would just keep cutting cords and removing them from my life. I didn't need to subdue them in a jar. Something about it. I get sick when I think about it, honest. I get sick because I didn't like that in myself. And so I changed my ways, not only as a practitioner, but also as a woman. Like, the people that need banishing, that need out of your reality. It's like the YouTuber said today, she said, I don't really have time, nor do I care to affirm all day. Like, I'm ad-libbing. I don't know, it was her worded exactly, but she was like, I don't have time. So I just throw them in a jar, or I put them in a freezer. And I'm thinking, do you not have to see the freezer every fucking day? Do you not have to see the evidence every single time you go to eat some dino nuggets, girl, do you not see that person in your 3D reality every time you open the freezer? So what I feel bamboozled about is not that she's a witch. I mean, come on, who isn't? It's not that. It's that in all this time, there was this sales pitch, I feel, on affirm only, think only thoughts. That's it. And now it turns out, no, that's not just it, though. The things that she does in her life, it's like it was gate kept from us. It was like we didn't know. We didn't know that she believed in this stuff. We didn't know that she was doing this in her everyday life. Like we didn't know. So now it's almost like, does that mean every single person you've ever helped ever could have also been more successful if we put people in freezers? Because you told us just to think thoughts. You told us just affirm and persist. The whole empire was built on just affirm and persist, affirm and persist, affirm. And now it's not just affirm and persist. Now it's dibble and dabble in something and put somebody in a freezer. This is why I'm disappointed. This is why I'm disappointed. I feel like a lot of people are soon going to be disappointed in leaders like this that I feel lied to. I feel, okay, what's good for the goose should be good for the gander, right? What's good for one should be good for all. So why didn't you teach us at the beginning that this is what you do to remove people from your life? You literally put them in freezers. I mean, not literally. I should definitely not say that. It's not like she goes, hacks people up and puts them in freezers. She writes people's names down and puts them in freezers. Now, I'm not saying that's not effective. In fact, it's very effective. But so is thinking thoughts aligned from the version of you that already has that, which if it's anybody bothering you, you know, I just came out of a place where I was literally being harassed by a roommate, a creepy old man who would stalk me and follow me throughout the house, talk to me, harass me, interrupt my live streams while I'm streaming. And I didn't have to put him in a freezer. Now, I'm not saying, though, that there aren't spells or rituals that you can do that's like a one-time thing, but like to put somebody, to have to repeatedly see them, it's like you might as well affirm a couple dozen times that they leave you alone. They're done, they're leaving me alone. He wants nothing to do with me. He hates my guts. He wants nothing to do with me. He's scared of me. He's running away. He doesn't care. I just feel lied to. I just feel lied to. I feel like the reason this certain platform streamer, or it's not a streamer, she's not a streamer, I don't think, got to this level of success, and we're talking hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And that's just on this platform. It's like an entire empire was built on just affirm and persist, and now we're finding out that she doesn't even just affirm and persist. I feel like the information was gatekept. I feel like success all across the planet by these very, very, very rich and successful people, they kept all of their success to themselves. They kept their tricks to themselves. The real ones, the real tricks, the real techniques. And only now it's just coming out in the form of truth. Only now it's coming out as like, hey, this is who I am. If you don't like it, leave. I wish you would have been honest with us in the beginning, when thousands of people gave you hundreds of dollars. I wish you would have been honest in that you do require banishing spells. And not just affirm them away, affirm them out of your life, affirm this. It's like, I just feel lied to. All that time wasted. And you know, I have a friend, and she was the only person I ever saw in my entire life go up against this YouTuber. Like she would literally in the comment section, like, cause such a ruckus because she didn't like this YouTuber either. I'm starting to not like her anymore. I'm starting to really lose respect for this person. And I had this really awesome friend, and both of us were wondering, like, is it really such a bad thing for women like you and I to grow slowly? Our channels are both minuscule compared to this manifestation giant. She's very well known, if not the most well known on the internet. So to go up against this enterprise, it's kind of saying a lot in regards to the brass ones that I have right now. So this friend of mine, both of our channels as manifestation coaches are so small. And we were like, is it possible that we're wrong? Like, she and I had both the same ideology. We had the same belief system, just affirm and persist. But like, are we wrong? Because we wanted more from this leader, from this coach. We wanted more. We wanted to see the evolution of the soul. We wanted to see this big YouTube's live or YouTube channel owner. We wanted her in the spiritual community to talk more about the spiritual aspects. We wanted her to talk more about consciousness. We wanted her to talk more about the I am Christ awareness that is you. And instead, it's like we were not allowed to have that. We weren't allowed to see what she was doing behind the scenes. And only just now does it come out. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm a witch. I don't think she called herself a witch, but she definitely, in my opinion, practices witchcraft. Now, I mean, hey, have at it. If it's powerful, it's powerful. You know? If it works, it works. It obviously does. Because she's been utilizing it. So it obviously works. But the problem I'm having is that though it works, why couldn't we have known about that as a collective before spending hundreds of dollars on your teachings? Now, I didn't, but my friend did. My friend, I think she actually got coaching with her, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's like, and I remember how upset she was because she felt like there wasn't anything gained from the coaching. And I remember I was thinking to myself, like, are you really upset about what? Over nothing. And I really, at the time, I did think that. I thought, okay, you paid for it. See it as an investment in yourself. Okay, I understand. You feel bamboozled. I think that she wasn't having her money come back or something, like she was trying to get a refund. I don't know. But the point was, she and I discussed how little there is of consciousness teaching by this main YouTuber. And I can't blame the girl. I can't blame this manifestation coach that's like huge. Her numbers are just like abnormally wow. I can't blame her. She affirmed consistently for her channel to blow up, and it did. It doesn't necessarily mean, though, that she was going to utilize that platform to invoke more like healing within us or more like conscious awareness, more growth in the conscious aspect. It's like it was great that she was growing, but it was all behind the scenes, I feel. I feel like she grew, she gate kept so much information about what she does truly to have success. And this is where I literally cannot subscribe to people like that anymore, period. I don't care. Okay. You gate kept knowledge that was beneficial for you while teaching others, do only this. Do only this, and this will get you your manifestations. Don't do what I'm doing over here to have all the success behind the scenes. And this is why I'm so transparent. This is why I try my best to be like, yo, I did that once. I put people in jars. You guys have seen me do witchcraft on my channel. This is why I try to be as transparent as possible, because I know that human souls are at stake. I know that the people that God brings to me to coach, to lead, to inspire, to mentor, these are real human beings with real souls who are truly trying to find love, hope, peace, healing. I try to live as transparently as possible. I have to. My soul is at risk if I don't. And so for me, it was like a slap in the face today to see this YouTuber say, I'm going to be teaching what I teach, and if you don't like it, you can leave. And I was like, okay, bet, I'll leave. But like, what is it though? And then she was like, I don't like to affirm people away. I don't have time for that. I don't care. I just put them on a piece of paper and put them in the freezer. So you do believe that something else is powerful then besides just affirming. This is the problem. So you do agree that something else is just as potent and powerful enough to get people out of your reality, just as you thought at one time affirming only, just thinking thoughts, was also very powerful, right? So now what it is the truth is coming out, it's spilling over, and it's like, wow, so we definitely believe what you said about affirming, thinking thoughts only, and that will change your life. But now you're saying, wait, in all this time, I've actually garnered success and get people to leave me alone because of another technique and method that I use. So it's not affirming and thinking thoughts only. That's what pisses me off. That's what pisses me off. I feel it's like it was gatekept. We don't know what a lot of these leaders do behind the scenes. We don't get to know what a lot of these very wealthy, sophisticated spiritualists, we don't know what they do behind the scenes. This is why, again, I try my best to be transparent. I try to tell you, like, yo, this is what I'm doing. I used to eat junk food. Now I'm right now in this cleanse at this spiritual retreat. I'm trying my best not to eat meat and processed sugar and all this. And it's like I try my best to be as transparent as possible, because I feel like in the new earth, that's what the fuck it should be. That's what the fuck it should be. It should be you openly admitting what it is you've done, who it is you are, how it is you got saved, how it is you fucking figured it out. You stopped the torment, you put the bottle down. You don't have drug addictions anymore. You don't sleep with just anybody anymore. I just feel like my spiritual family in this community deserves an honest, upright person of integrity to follow and lead and follow the leader. And I just don't think that this YouTuber is on my list of people to promote anymore. And I am really, honestly disappointed. I'm not disappointed in myself for following the guidance. I'm disappointed that I think what I'm mostly sad about is that so few people will come out of it. So few people will wake up to the fact that this person was telling us one thing and then doing something else behind our back. Saying, just affirm, think thoughts, just think thoughts, just think thoughts. All the while doing spells. And it's like your entire premise was built on, your entire empire was built on affirm and persist. So are you saying that that's not all there is then? Are you saying now that there has to be more? Like you have to do spells? You have to do rituals? Because that's like a whole thing. That's like a whole thing we're going to need to know. Because a lot of women like myself and my friend, we have such small channels. And I've been wondering why my shit doesn't pop off, why I don't have what I want because of my freaking thoughts. Is it that we need to do witchcraft? Is it that we need to do magic? Fine. I'll do it. But I already do it. I already do magic. I speak out loud. Those are spells. I'm listening to binaural frequencies right now for healing and intuition and energy purification. And so I already use witchcraft. I already use my intentions mixed with my physical body and doing something here in the 3D. So here in the physical world, I use both my intentions, my emotions, and some sort of physical thing. You know, if it's meditation, I obviously say Om, or I get in the lotus position, or I just close my eyes. Whatever it is, it's the physical body doing something, right? Body, mind, soul, and spirit all in one effort. And I want to know, were we bamboozled? Were we lied to? Was that knowledge gate kept? Teaching and preaching one thing. Affirm and persist, just affirm and persist, making what looks like a lot of money on that. A lot of money on that premise. And then all the while, boom, today, well, over the last couple videos, I think we've been finding out, like, oh, she's a practicing witch. I think I can't call her a witch. I can't call her a witch because, like, come on, it's freaking 2026. What are we? Is this the modern day witch hunt? I know all too well what that feels like. So I'm not about to persecute the woman. I'm just so utterly disappointed. So it wasn't just affirm and persist after all. She was doing things that she didn't teach us about in order to have the success that she has. This is my real problem. This is my problem with the spiritual community. And this is what I think God is doing. God is separating the wheat from the tares. I think that you're about to see the truth of who has the success they have and how did they get it. And who has been struggling for that same success and has been kicked down a few pegs and has been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for their moment to shine. Though they knew the same practical applications, they knew the same techniques. They had the same motives. They wanted to help people, but yet their growth was stunted. Possibly due to being so transparent, possibly due to being a light worker and being truly here to raise the consciousness of the planet. And so that's what a lot of these people at the top, with all these big platforms, these big numbers, these big paychecks, these big everything, you know, they're coming down. You're seating them down. You're having them take a sit. Because you're like, wow, you have all this success, but what was it based on? Was it based on you hoarding information that only just now you're relaying to the collective? Or were you tirelessly, tediously, repetitively, every single day, like myself and my friend, suffering for this, suffering to get out the knowledge, suffering to give away magic for free, suffering every single day to teach the law of assumption, the law of attraction, witchcraft, to teach it all, literally every single day, getting paid pennies, getting paid barely anything at all. Did you sacrifice a lot? Or did you go behind closed doors, build an entire empire on do as I say, not as I do? I'm just baffled right now. While the little ones, the little channels, the little manifestation coach, you know, the ones that barely have anything, they've been out here not gatekeeping, teaching what they have, showing how they've done it, teaching people every single day. Don't be jealous of me. You can have this and you can have it more. You can not only do this, you can do more than me. Trust me on that. It's the same. It's like Jesus was persecuted for giving away all his trade secrets too. He was telling all his disciples, listen, me and the Father are one, but you're going to do things that I do because I'm going back to my Father. You're going to do things I do and you're going to do them better. Like I just feel like so many leaders in this spiritual community gate kept information. And they were not living a life of transparency. They were not letting us see what happens behind closed doors, who they truly are on a day-to-day basis. While the rest of us were, like my friend and I, we were telling the whole world every single day for hours a day, showing you exactly who we are. I don't even wear fucking makeup. Every single day being persecuted for it, day in, day out. People telling us we ain't shit, we're not going to achieve much, this channel's garbage, nobody should listen to her. We were told day in, day out when we were giving away our knowledge for free, because that's, in my opinion, what every good magician should do. I feel like when they say, oh, a good magician never reveals his tricks, nah, I feel a good magician would. I feel like a good magician, once they've learned magic, would do amazing things with it to help others uncover their own magic. And my problem is, an entire empire was established for this woman, built on the premise of persist and affirm. That's it. Affirm and persist, affirm and persist, affirm and persist. That's it. She would even get quite edgy with it, and she would be very tell it like it. Nah, did you affirm enough? You're not affirming enough. You're not affirming enough. That's the problem. And then we find out today that not only is there something supposedly more powerful than affirm and persist, but now it resembles witchcraft, and it looks like putting people's names in freezers to banish them. So are you telling me the thoughts wouldn't have worked? I couldn't have just thought that person away then? So I believed for all this time that that was the most powerful thing there was. I feel bamboozled then. I feel lied to. I was told that was the best thing, the only way to do it. And now we're finding out, whoa, only after an empire is built for this woman on this collective's money, time, energy, are we finding out that there is something more powerful than just affirming. It's suddenly banishing spells or putting people in jars. So how am I supposed to feel? I feel taken advantage of. I can imagine my friend feeling even more taken advantage of, as she's paid for a coaching session and I haven't. I've just given years of my life to that YouTuber in a way. I've followed her through. Man, there'd be times I'd see that she was getting blasted on Reddit. I'd go up to bat for that woman. I've promoted her on my channel. I've talked quite obviously about how I really love affirming. I think affirming and persisting is one of the best ways. Now I'm wondering, like, bro, who's to say that there's not something else you have to do in addition to it? See, I'm learning all the time. But to see how you could be believing a lie for so long and then have somebody come out and be like, oh, by the way, it's not just that. I know I told you that for years, I know. But now you can also do this and that's more effective. But I feel lied to. I feel like, wow, okay, so I could have had your level of success if you maybe would have taught your level of success. I feel like this coach definitely was good for beginners, but she was growing so much in consciousness behind the scenes. Like, she was becoming more and more strong and powerful behind the scenes, but she was still only really tailoring her content to a group of beginners, because Affirm and Persist is quite beginner. It's quite beginner. It really is. It's just the premise of think thoughts. That's it. Affirmations are just thoughts, like just think your thoughts and that's it. But it's like now you see there were other things that she utilized that she never promoted. I'm trying not to take it to heart too much. I mean, it's whatever. People do what they're going to do. It's like, they don't know. They don't know if they don't know, you know? They don't know. They don't know if they don't know. But when you're leading that many hundreds of thousands of people, dude, you are the most well-known name on the internet when it comes to manifestation. When it comes to the flock that the universe gave you to protect, it's like you told us all it's just thoughts, and now it's not. So what are we to believe? And who's to say, really? Who's to say that it's not just who's to say that it's not just like putting somebody in a freezer when it comes to a spell, like putting a name on a piece of paper and then putting a jar in like who's to say that that is not a bridge of incidents? Like who's to say that's not inspired action to get your manifestation? It possibly is. I bet it is. I mean, I've done it. I've put somebody in a freezer once. I did. I put a name on a piece of paper and I put it in a freezer. And then I felt so like not okay about it weeks later that I took it out. And I mean, I'm not saying that it's not effective. I feel like very much witchcraft is effective. All witchcraft is effective. They're spells for a reason. They're rituals for a reason. It's not the technique, it's the power behind the technique. It's knowing how powerful you are that is the real key here. And I just feel like so many spiritual gurus, spiritual leaders, coaches, mentors, I feel like they did us a disservice by promoting one way of living and then it not being that. And at least if there'd be like repentance and true remorse and truly being like, yeah, so I did this and I feel like fucking shit. I hate that I did it. I hate that I did it. And I don't want to ever lead like that. I don't want to ever be that kind of leader. Like, I used to get sloshed on live streams. I used to drink constantly, like straight vodka. Like I used to be that. I used to do a whole bunch of things I didn't like. But I also turned from my ways because I'm like, bro, I'm out here leading people, trying to inspire people, trying to motivate people to do better with their life. What the fuck am I doing? So at least I went within. And I'm just concerned that a lot of these mentors, coaches, they learned the law, they learned the secret, and then they honed in on just one aspect of their life that could have been better with it. And then they just affirmed, repeated, big business, but they didn't actually think about like the people. Question is, are they sorry? Do they still deserve our worship? Do they still deserve our sitting through their advertisements? Do they still deserve us commenting on their platform? Do they still deserve us giving to them coaching? And do they still deserve us promoting them on their channel? Do they still deserve that? Are they truly sorry for gatekeeping and hoarding information? And what about the girl that I just love so much, my friend? She's by far one of the best coaches I've ever met in my entire life. Like she really is. And her channel, just like mine, was so small and so slow in growth. Like we both didn't understand what was happening. And I do. We didn't want to be assholes. We didn't feel like we were good role models, so why would we be known for that? Why would we want to be known worldwide if we think we're going to be shit role models, I'm not perfect. I mean, I use the F-bomb. I swear a lot. I've got my things, like whatever. I do my thing. I fuck up all the time. It's also why I didn't really want a big platform. I didn't really want a big following. I really didn't want all my shit to pop off yet, because I knew intuitively I'm not that girl I want to be yet. I'm not that leader I want to be yet. I'm not good enough yet. I mean, I try to be as humble as possible when I need to be, but there's times to be humble like this right now. And then there's time to be that bad bitch and understand that there is no, I'm not good enough. I'm always good enough. But to sell a business, to really make an empire on the idea of all you have to do is think thoughts and that's it. And then only later on, after that wild success, only later on find out, oh, wait, I was just kidding. It's not just thinking. Now you have to do stuff like I do, which is put names in a jar and put them in the freezer. People feel bamboozled. I would imagine. Well, at least I do. I don't know how. I know me and my friend do. And I could never really understand. Like my friend, she would just have so much bad to say about this coach. And I was just like, I don't get it. I love her. And I was like, oh my God, I get it. I mean, I understand that you're upset, but like, I don't want to be upset. I want to sit here and promote this woman into oblivion. Yeah. Nah. I think I'm done though. I think I'm done. I think I'm done supporting people that lied by omission. I feel like it's a lie by omission. Do as I say, but not as I do. Wait, I just got here. I'm not going to say names, but I'm sure you know about this big YouTuber who's quite everybody's favorite manifestation coach. And she recently came out as, well, I mean, doing certain rituals that are beyond the scope of affirm and persist. Affirm and persist. Just think thoughts. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I thought I was alone in this. I have my friend, but I knew from day one being that girl how she felt about this manifestation giant. And because I was like, okay, girl, I get it. But like, I'm going to be over here worshiping this lady. And she would just be like, I got bamboozled too. And I'm just like, deal with it yourself. We can still be friends, but like, deal with it yourself. And then now all of a sudden I'm over here and I just feel like I got lied to. Like she came out today with this big video of, here's how I put people in jars in the freezer. Effectively, and correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't that effectively be binding someone? That's why I did it. I used to do it. Because I knew it would bind that person from their magic. I knew they would never be able to hurt me again. But if that's effectively stripping someone of their power. How am I really going to grow? How am I really going to be anything stronger if I don't even have a challenger, to be honest? And then there's the whole, every time you go to eat dino nuggets, girl, you open the freezer and there they are. She was like, the premise of here's why I put people in freezer spells is because I don't want to think thoughts about them getting out of my life. And I'm like, I get that. Why? Why waste time on an asshole? Why waste time on a fucking douchebag? So is it not then that her self-concept needs work? Wouldn't she be able to, in just one thought as God, be able to get that fucking person away from her though? I feel so lied to, dude. I feel a whole empire was built on just affirm and persist, literally beginner level shit. All the while, behind closed doors, behind the scenes, there was so much intricacy, so much level up to this like big, whoa, powerhouse, right? But it's like, how then are you this powerful? And you can't just think one thought about so-and-so leaves me alone and they do? Now you have, Because the irony of all ironies here is that this coach today announced, I don't want to waste time on some asshole. I mean, she didn't call anybody an asshole. I'm ad-libbing that part. But she said, I just don't want to waste time. So I just put them in a spell and put them in the freezer, you know? And I'm like, okay, so you know, though, right, that every time you open the freezer, you will be faced with your 3D reality that shows there's still an issue in your in your life? I'm sorry, does that make too much sense to anybody else, or is that just me? Having to lug around a fucking jar every time I move would be such a pain in the ass. If I had to put somebody out of the freezer in every single hotel I stayed in, girl, put it in my duffel bag and tell me that's not baggage. That's what I'm pissed off about. I feel like I was lied to. I feel like, okay, so you're not the most powerful then? Or are you? Like, are you God or are you not? And see, this is really what my friend was saying. Girl, this was a year ago. My friend was saying this, and I gotta tell her that I gotta fucking message this girl. She said, do you know what I don't like? I don't like that she can't just teach people, you're God. Think one time, boom, that's it. Decide, boom, that's it. You're God. Self-concept. Now, I'm not saying this coach never promoted self-concept, but I feel like I'm being lied to about how good her self-concept is, that she should, as a master manifester, be able to one time say, so-and-so leaves me alone and boom, that's it. But now you're telling me I have to perhaps do a spell. I only watched part of the video. I only watched like the first couple minutes. So I don't even know. I didn't really want to give it any more of my time or my energy, but I'm pretty sure maybe there were a couple other spells listed in there. I don't know. But girl, if I don't feel fucking taken advantage of, and I didn't even purchase the coaching, god damn, my friend did though. She purchased coaching. I didn't even do that. But I did invest for years and I promoted her on my channel. I would fight for this girl on Reddit. I was like, guys, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Everybody hated her. And I was like, you just sound jealous. You sound jealous that you can't go be successful, create an entire empire using one premise. Affirm and persist. Affirm and persist. Affirm and persist. Think thoughts. Affirm and persist. Affirm and persist. Think thoughts. I'm sorry. She made a whole empire on that. And I used to defend her so much, bro. I don't know if I can do that anymore. I don't think I can do that anymore. And here my little friend, my little gorgeous, angelic little being of a friend. She and I both have platforms, but they're so the trickling success. Like, I'm talking slow success, right? And I'm thinking, bitch, is it because we don't wear makeup? Is it because we're too fucking honest? Is it because every time we get in a relationship, we vlog that shit and we talk about the ups and the downs of our relationships, and we like really actually help people through like practicing what we preach and like vlogging it, talking about it? Like, girl, because what? I think that's the problem. Now you've got these big coaches, these big spiritual leaders, these big business owners, even not in the spiritual sector. You've got these big, powerful, rich people who never told you how to get their success, their level of success. Like, especially when it comes to relationships, like, bro, I am so ready to have a rock on my hand and a man that worships the ground I walk on, because you have seen me throughout the years go through public humiliation after public humiliation after and of course it fucked up my business. Of course it fucked up everything in my life, vlogging that. Yet I still did it transparently. I still did it to be authentic and honest, because that is what matters to me. Because in the new earth, we need leaders like that. We need people who are so okay with announcing who they are to the world that they don't care about judgment. They don't care about scrutiny. What the fuck ever. Judge not lest ye be judged. So I'm so ready, after going through dozens of breakups in the last 10 years. I'm so ready to finally have that man or woman, shit, at this point, honey, who gives a fuck? Man or woman, whoever I'm gonna be married to, is gonna be real sexy. I'm so ready to have that connection because I know that the growth and the what I built was slow and steady. I built that shit on rock, not on quicksand. And so, hey, I think what's going to happen, what you're going to see soon, and this is just my prediction, is that you're going to see a lot of these people who had this huge come up, this huge blow up, this huge big peak. I think they're going to really have to see that deep down, people are judging their practices. People are judging them and their content of character, their character content. And we're going to be looking at these people who have more money than God, but yet, have you been gatekeeping how you got that success? I certainly have not been. And that's God is my witness, which is the best part about all of this, is that God is my witness. And a couple troll bots. So far, there's not been a whole bunch of really amazing people as my witness yet. I mean, a couple here and there, but I'm talking like by big platform, a big following. Yeah, there's not been millions of people as my witness yet. There's been me, myself, and I witnessing the progress I've made, leaving addictions, habits, men that abuse me, men that would have abused you as a woman on my channel, men that would have convinced you that you're not good enough if he was telling me I wasn't good enough. And I fucking sacrificed everything down to 2 duffel bags, baby, that I own. No car, no house, no 9 to 5, no sponsorships, no Illuminati partnerships, no coven, no cult, no witches helping me. But yet, the little guy, the one that's been like me and my friend going this slow, steady process. And I'll tell you why, because she always had this gift. And I always thought it was so beautiful because she's such an amazing person. She had this ability to change her SP. And I knew when I first met her, I was like, bitch, I know that's why you keep getting pummeled. I know it. Because she'll sit there as a manifestation coach and she'll be so honest in her views and her videos. And she'll be like, okay, so and so came back, but he really tried it with me. He really thought, bitch. He really thought he was gonna talk to me like this. No, send him away. And then he came back, he did this, he did that. She was so honest. And I thought, girl, if that is not the problem, because you have jealous Julies everywhere who want to know how they can change their man just like you do in plain sight. Just like me. You guys have watched me go through Dumb and Dumber and Dumbest. Dumb and Dumber and Dumbest. All this time. And I'm about to have me a real king, honey. Oh, a real man. The realist of the fucking realist. Why? Because I'm the realist. My consciousness is going to be mirrored back to me in someone quite soon. I'm not worried about it. I don't care who it is. It will be happening, period, because I fucking say so. When I'm ready for a man, that man will be ready for me, period. So I have gone through all of those trials and tribulations, building my empire on rock, not on quicksand. And so I think what you're about to witness is a lot of these giants, these big, I mean, they blew up. They blew up overnight, you know. And everybody was like, whoa, what's happening? And then well, did they gatekeep? Did they gatekeep their success? Did they teach you what they knew all along? Or do you find out years later, oh, by the way, to get some of my success, I've banished people to freezers. Do you find out later? Right? Do you find out what people are doing behind the scenes that is not aligning with what they speak? Because what she speaks is affirm and persist. Affirm and persist. Just think thoughts. Just think thoughts. And it was so catchy and it was so gimmicky and it was so, okay, yeah, I absolutely, yes, let's do it. That so many people came in droves. And there's like, what is there now? Now we're finding out it's not just affirm and persist. That shit ain't that powerful. Wait, no, that's what you're promoting now. You're saying, wait, okay, this is effectively what's being said here. What's effectively being spoken by this very influential YouTuber and TikTok. I think she's on everything. I don't know. I only have YouTube, so I don't know. But to have all of this, I'm talking hundreds of thousands of souls listening to you and flocking to you in droves, girl. I've never seen people flock so quickly. That's the first second like a video comes up, right? Everybody's like, oh my God, I needed it. I clicked, right? And I'm loving that. Like that's the kind of success I want. But like, are you teaching people that? Or is there suddenly this like other teaching that you've been utilizing that the rest of us didn't get to know was a real thing? And it's how to put people in jars. Thankfully, I already knew how to do that shit, and I knew it was effective. Not only did I know it was effective, when I did this years ago, I literally put somebody's name in a jar. I knew it was a binding spell, and I 100% knew it was powerful. I knew it was successful, hence my guilt. Hence why I was like, do I feel okay doing this? A couple weeks later, I melted them. I unthawed them. I thawed them, melted them, unfroze them. I mean, it's not really saying much because that person was still in my dream even last night. Like, I'm not about to lie to you. I'm not about to lie to you and tell you that that person doesn't still fucking bother me. But I'm also not sitting here every single day telling you that the only truth is affirm and persist. I also know other things are necessary, like eating better, meditating, drinking clean water, fucking detoxing your pineal gland. Like, I've been teaching that shit. When it comes to relationships, give the man space, respect your body, have boundaries. You guys have seen me hook up with random strangers, have one night stands. Like I used to be that. I used to be that girl, you know? Drinking a fifth of vodka, like to myself, girl, like straight up vodka. Just, I'm not proud of it, but I used to be her. And I'm not even about to sit here and tell you I wasn't. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm actually quite grateful that that used to be me. Now I get to tell stories about it. Now I get to tell you how I used to be that. A drug addict, an alcoholic, a food addict, a sex addict. I used to have all these problems and now I don't. Well, it's not that I don't have other problems, girl. Let's be honest. But I don't have those issues anymore. And what really bothers me, though, is how people with such influence, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, bro, hanging on to dear life to every single word that is spoken by a leader, somebody we worship, somebody we've effectively given godhood to. We put them on such a pedestal, and then we call them mother. Oh, the mother posted. Mother posted. Oh, God. Oh, God. Bro, if the Bible tells you not to call any man your father, can we stop calling every woman your mother? Can we just take these people off the fucking pedestal and put ourselves up there, please? Like, can we just stop worshiping these coaches, these leaders, these healers, these everything? Can we just see them as who they are? Servants of God. They're servants of God because they don't want to put themselves above you. The real ones, they don't want to put themselves above you. They want to remind you, hello, eye to eye, here we are, equals, hello, you're God too, though. I might be God and I might be goddess, but that is 100% who you are as well. You might not be able to create in my reality, but you get to go fucking create in your own reality as God and goddess. You don't get to make decisions as to where I go, but you get to make absolute 100% hella decisions for yourself. So what pisses me off more than anything is now learning that, of course, now there's this big empire and seemingly, I'm pretty sure millions of dollars made from the collective. And all of a sudden it's, affirm and persist is great, but there's something also more powerful, maybe possibly even more powerful than that. Putting somebody in a jar in the freezer. Okay. So the affirm and persist then wasn't the most powerful thing. Idolatry of any kind is gross, period. There it is. Hence your guilt. People want to say these things are the same as manifestation, just different tools. They are not the same. They are not the same. Thank you so fucking much for being here. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? The accent, brilliant. Quality, authentic. Wesley, bless your heart. Hello. Can we talk about it? I started to listen to it for about 2 seconds and had to click off. Girl, first of all, welcome to the safe space. You and I have the same attitude. I had to click the fuck off. She was like, if you want to leave, you can. And I'm like, bet. Just finish your statement. What is this about? So I don't want to affirm somebody away. I literally just put them in the freezer. I'm like, so either one of two things is true. Either affirm and persist is absolute jack shit and it doesn't even matter. It's like a lie, which why'd you build a business on it? But whatever. It's either a lie and it's not powerful, or witchcraft is powerful and putting someone in a freezer is powerful. And but then you didn't promote that. Oh, you see, either way, it's a lose-lose. Either way, we were fucking lied to. Either affirm and persist is the most powerful thing, and you built a business on it. Congratulations. Love that for you. Keep going. Or there is something else more powerful, and you're promoting that now, which is also fine, I guess. But please tell me why we never got to know that you did this behind closed doors for your level of success. Please tell me why you kept that information. I'm really glad to know I'm not the only one that clicked the fuck off that channel. I heard about a minute of it. I was like, bullshit, I'm out. I don't need to put somebody in a fucking freezer. You told me. All I needed to do was think thoughts, and so I'll do that. Now, my gorgeous friend, though, she's an amazing manifestation coach, but her channel is just so small. And I thought, back a year ago, she told me this. She said, you know what the problem is, Jenna, why I don't like her? Because when does she promote the I am Christ consciousness? When does she promote one time you think it's done? Now, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying that you decide on something and you speak it one time and you don't have to consistently keep thinking that. That's why we persist. But she's like, why do we not see the level of progression with her gained conscious awareness? Why are we not witnessing in front of the world her growth and success and healing? Why is it gate kept? Now I get it. I'm just so happy to know somebody else clicked off immediately too. I was always getting a bad vibe from all that kind of work. It's gross to me and super low vibrational. It really fucking is. And then to sit there and promote it as good. To promote it as good. You are literally this is effectively what you're doing. You're literally saying, I have to affect the 3D reality. I have to force the 3D because my thoughts aren't enough. Because thinking so-and-so leaves me alone, so-and-so leaves me alone, that's not enough. You guys saw, as I was harassed by that guy at the old Airbnb, right? The man that lived with me, it was just me and him in the house, the old guy. You saw that, right? Do you know what I did to get him out of my energy? I just kept channeling. I just kept affirming. I just kept speaking over the blaring music he was playing, the way he interrupted my live streams, the way he'd get on camera when I wasn't welcoming him. I just kept persisting that I'm God. I get what I want. I want peace. That's what I'm going to have. And I just kept barreling through it. I didn't have to go put him in a fucking spell. I'm not saying that I don't do return to sender spells. I do return to sender spells quite often. But that's also something that I do once in a while that I don't need to be reminded of by having somebody in a freezer. You know? You open the freezer and boom, there they are every single time. It's like she was implying, this is what she was implying today in the video. I don't want to waste my time on so and so I don't want to affirm for them to leave. I don't want to even have to see them in my reality. So instead, what I do is I write them down, give them this power, and then I put it in the jar, and then I put it in the freezer. And so every time I go for Dino Nuggets, boom, there it is. It's just crazy to me that overnight success is. This is the problem with overnight success. You get all those platform views, you get all that money, you get all that. Oh, mother posted. All hail the queen, all hail the goddess. But like, bro, I don't want to worship you. I don't need to worship you. I need advice from you. I'm not here to worship you. Yeah? The fact that you would have allowed it, the fact that you wouldn't have addressed it and said, can you guys stop worshiping me, please? Because it's making me icky. I feel icky. The fact that this person and a ton of people like them have been okay with people fucking worshiping them. It's like, bro, if that shit is not about to be exposed, I'm talking the whole world is about to see the celebrity status of these women who have accomplished huge success. Just, I suspect it's going to dwindle down because the real women like you, myself, you, me, and my best friend, I'll tell you what, chances are we're about to pull all of our energy back. And when it happens, what's going to happen to those channels? If the real ones start leaving, I'm so happy you're talking about this. It takes bravery to speak truth. Thank you. I was really nervous. Oh, an actual experienced, mature, fully self-realized individual. Surety of self is particularly harmful to self-centered narcissists. Wes, thanks so much for being here. You're beautiful. We've been lied to forever. Amen. Pineal gland historically. Hi. Wesley, it's great to meet you. I'm honored for a king to be here and a queen. What goddesses? Look, guys, that's the whole thing. Can we please just start exalting the goddess in each other instead of being like, yeah, see, like, but I'm a queen though, and I'm a goddess, and like, you should worship me. Call me mother. Like, please, no. Can you just assume that in the 24 hours I'm given every single day, I worship myself and you don't need to worship me? Okay? Can you just know that the Christ that is within Jenna gets worshiped already because I look at myself in the mirror and I say, damn, you thick and delicious bitch. Can you please not waste your time honoring me, uplifting me? I don't need upliftment. I'm uplifting others. I don't need that. I need to remember that those that are coming in for me are already uplifted, you see. The ones that I'm manifesting are already gods and kings and queens, and I don't need to worship you, babe. You worship your damn self. That's what I love about it. You don't take much from me. You're very low maintenance in that way. I don't need to be over the top to fucking earn your friendship because you don't give a fuck. You're just like, bro, if she's my friend, great. If she's not, great. I don't care. Can we stop with the worship of celebrities, please, bro? Can we, and worse than that, can we stop with the worship of these spiritual gurus in name only, these mentors, these coaches that we give so much fucking power to, and then all of a sudden they get knocked down a few pegs by the universe because they're forced to come out with truth, bruh. 2026 is all about truth, I'm noticing. So what's going to happen is they have to unveil, hi, this is what I believed behind the scenes. Can you believe this? Yeah, I sometimes put people in freezers. This is what I believed behind the scenes, but I was telling you as I took your money, right? And this is exactly why my friend and I have small channels on purpose until we're ready, until we know that we are a role model worth watching. I'm still not even there yet. I still use the F-bomb far too much. It's my favorite word. I still do things, whatevs. I'm human. I'm human. I do me, But I'm also not sitting here fucking asking you to worship me or call me mother, or though I do mentor and I do coaching and I receive money from people for doing so, I also know when I do it, I'm doing it to really truly help enrich that person's life, and I do not gatekeep shit. I don't gatekeep knowledge. I give it away for free. And people have even seen my love life, the joke of a love life I've had so far, the curses of my love life that have been, it's working its way out. I'm finally done with being cursed in love. Thank you, Jesus. But people have watched that for years. So it's like Google Jenna plus breakup and you will see, I don't fucking know, dozens. Okay? I've not been one to shy away from that. Why? Because my life purpose involves being transparent and honest and see-through. I don't even wear makeup for that reason. Girl, I talk about my bean farts all the time and my leg hair. Okay, I don't like when we as women go give our power away to women who hide behind some sort of gatekeeping, knowledge, library of wealth and knowledge, and then you only find out later after millions have been made. Millions of dollars, millions of dollars. Oh, by the way, affirm and persist is real, and it is powerful, but what? But I have to put somebody in a jar now, or do some sort of something to force the 3D because thinking wasn't enough. So why did you take everybody's money to tell us that affirming and persisting was all there was? Why'd you build an empire on all you need to do is think thoughts, but yet not for you though? You get to do something a little bit different, and then you don't get to tell us about it until like after the fact. It's because, and this is my theory, is that this coach grew so much behind the scenes consciously, grew a lot psychically, spiritually, had growth, absolute, but just wouldn't come out with it. Still played on the message of beginners workshop. Affirm and persist, that is the most basic concept there is. That's what my friend was saying last year. She's like, dude, the reason I don't like her is because it's so basic. Where do you talk about the I am? Where do you talk about the Christ consciousness? Where do you talk about that? It's so hella basic. Think thoughts, get your thing. Think thoughts, get your thing. Great. But now, just now, we're learning, oh wait, that's not just it. I feel bamboozled. I feel lied to, and I didn't even fucking pay her hundreds of dollars for coaching. Imagine how many clients do. Imagine how many people right now feel like I feel, girl, and I didn't invest shit. All I did was invest clicks, comments. I defended the woman on Reddit, on Facebook, in her groups. Oh, honey, I'm talking for years. For years I was in this. I didn't really ever worship her, but I definitely vibed with what she was saying. But at least I'm able to unplug, girl. At least I can unplug. And imagine how many more women like myself are about to soon unplug because, wait a minute, you're telling me it's not just affirm and persist. Now there needs to be like a thing you do in the 3D to get it? I'm not saying that inspired action isn't a thing, because listen, 100%, when you're affirming and you're manifesting using your thoughts, something will happen in the 3D that you need to take action on. It's going to happen. Like for me, I kept thinking, I'm so rich, I'm so healthy, I'm so happy. Well, I had to move. I had to pack up my shit, rent an Airbnb. I had to leave. I had to pack up in a car, go. So I'm not saying that you won't have to do things in the 3D physical world. And who's to say that a placebo, such as putting somebody's name on paper and putting it in the freezer, isn't that action? That inspired action. Who's to say that witchcraft is not really the fucking way to do it? Maybe it is. The point I'm angry about is that I was lied to by this person and told that shit wasn't necessary, and now all of a sudden it is. Yeah, that's my anger. That's my anger. And it's not even just mine. I guess there's another person here just as angry, and I do have a friend just as angry. And I haven't talked to that friend since this came out, so I'm very interested to see when I message this girl. Oh, Lord God. girl, I'm gonna come back to her groveling, heart in hand. Please, ma'am, spare a little mercy. You were right. I'm gonna have to go groveling, girl, on my knees, like, please, ma'am, could you entertain me? Just a peasant. She was like, the reason I don't like her. And girl, she would go up on this lady's channel and she would be the shit starter. She'd be the only person in the entire comment section. Girl, I'm talking thousands of comments every video, and this bitch would be the only girl in there saying, I don't agree. She's my fucking spirit animal. She'd go in there and she'd be like, hey, did you see what I wrote? I'd go in there and be like, the fuck are you doing, dude? Do you have like a death wish or something? I'm just girl, you're gonna find yourself in a damn freezer. I could not even. The point I'm trying to make is it's so fun in games. Everybody's got a thing. They've all got this little like get rich quick scheme, or like this. I don't even know. I don't think it's a scheme. I really think that she made money teaching what she knew. But I think that there was a lot more she knew that she didn't teach. And that part is what angers me. Because now there's this feeling like affirm and persist is not enough then? Do you not believe to be God? That if you were to just say one time, so-and-so's out of my life, so-and-so's out of my life, like that's not enough? I feel lied to, you know? Right, exactly. Etheric fawn. I completely, spells are great. I'm honored. Wesley, bless your heart. You are truly, honestly, so adorable. Welcome. Cheers to my new friend, Wesley. I don't watch her, but I heard people were upset. No way. Serious? So I until right now, really honestly thought it was only just me. I'm not even really like that girl and I, that coach, oh, I love her so much, but we don't even talk right now. But like, I didn't even really know her stance on this. I'm sure she's about to hear it through the grapevine. She's about to hear about this, I know. But I actually thought until right now it was just me. I didn't even know somebody else watched it until Revive Subliminals just mentioned it. We've been lied to. Absolutely, Wesley. Hey, can I ask how spells and intentions aren't the same thing? Every manifestation figure has historically said the same thing. I don't watch her, but I heard people were upset. Welcome, Etheric. I'm so happy to have you. I'm honored. Wesley, bless your heart. I would need to think about how to properly explain that on a broader scale. Dependency, tarot, means truth. I discovered years ago fascinating Santo Bonacci lectures, even his great philosopher. Interesting. I don't know if I understood that comment. But yeah, dependency on tarot, same thing, girl. Out here fucking worshiping the cards. Not understanding that you are the one giving the cards meaning. When it comes to something like freezer spells, though, I don't think you can ever separate a practice from its origin, and I don't think things like freezer spells are benign. Right. I think the intention alone is to strip someone of power. And when I did do freezer spells years ago. I put a few people in the freezer. God, you say that and it sounds like you need to be on CSI or America's Most Wanted. Put a few people in the freezer. Anyway, I would write people's name on a piece of paper and put the paper in the freezer. Let's just specify. And in doing so, it worked. Oh, I absolutely knew it was effective because it's intentions mixed with action, mixed with emotion. So, I mean, I knew it was going to be effective. So after a couple weeks, though, I just felt tormented by it. It felt like, first of all, reminded of this person every single time I open the freezer. Ooh, that was the whole fucking point. The whole fucking point was to forget this person, not to be reminded of them every time I went for dino nuggets. You know what I mean? So I open the freezer, boom, there they are. A reminder that I'm powerless. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. A reminder that Jenna, your girl, is fucking powerless. Needs to give her time and energy and focus to a piece of paper, some water, and a fucking jar. So effectively, I was forcing the 3D instead of manifesting that shit the right way. And then this whole thought for a couple weeks, I was thinking, if I move, what's going to happen? It's going to thaw out. I have to take the thawed water with me to the next place, find a freezer. And I'm traveling, so I'm like, that's if I find a freezer. What the fuck? It's giving baggage. It's giving baggage. Can't I just come up with a simpler way? Yeah, you can. You can know that you are God, and the second you say, leave me the fuck alone, that person has to leave you alone. You could know that. But see, I wasn't in that frame of mind back then. I was still learning how to be powerful. I was still thinking that a piece of paper and a jar had to be utilized in order for me to be powerful. This is what I'm pissed about. This is what I'm pissed about. I'm pissed about this big manifestation coach YouTuber talking about how suddenly she's not the most powerful thing. Now it has to be a tool used to effectively get somebody out of her reality because she can't do it on her own. That makes me think, if you can't do it on your own, why are you teaching us we can do it on our own? Can we not do it on our own? Are we honestly fucked? Like, are we not able to get this person out of our life? Because a lady with that much success, that much money, that much clientele, that many comments of success stories, I'm thinking to myself, dude, if you can't do it, then we're all screwed. You know? So my point is that I'm concerned for a lot of spiritual advisors, or, you know, they know the truth, they have the truth, but it's only a little bit regurgitated back to the collective. A little bit here, a little bit there. You're not being spiritually fed. That concerns me. It's one thing to intend someone away because they aren't good for you, but I think something like a freezer spell is more malaligned toward that person. Like Jenna said, it's binding. Hope that makes sense. Absolutely. Flee from wickedness, trolls, practices that you instinctively doubt, like tolerating morons. Wesley! Why'd you have to be so cute? Why'd you have to like you, Wesley? What are you doing here, Wes? I'm a little confused because I've always heard spells are just intention, even these malicious spells. Ingredients and jars don't have the power to magically bend all realities, right? Right, and this is another thing. Spells are always broken. Literally, guys. I don't mean to say they're always broken. They can be broken. All spells can be broken. That's what I meant to say. Always spells can be broken. Not spells are always broken. Because not everybody wants to remove spells from their life, but they can be 100%. If you have a generational curse, money doesn't grow on trees, and you repeat to yourself, money grows on trees, and I'm literally a money magnet, money's addicted to me, blah, 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 you've effectively just removed a spell. All spells can be broken. All curses can be broken. So don't you think the second somebody takes a person out of the freezer spell to thaw out on the table, does that not somehow negate its magic? I'm just saying. You know what you know how I get people out of my life, and you know what I don't have to do? Put people in freezers. Because I only carry 2 duffel bags and a suitcase anywhere I go. And I don't have time. I don't even have a freezer. So now I know it's just one spell of many. And the point is not that witchcraft is bad. Guys, it's not. I really do not think that witchcraft is bad. I love the craft of the witches, baby. I love witches and I love me some witchcraft, honey. I really do. But what I'm not about to do is promote that there's only one way to manifest and then be like, oh, well, see, I made millions and now all of a sudden I want to tell you, oh, I've used witchcraft. No, I was progressively, as the time went, teaching you magic and teaching you manifestation. And I hadn't even done it yet on a grand scale. And honestly, as I look back at everything I've gone through, I'm like, God damn, Jenna, if you are not the kind of leader that you wanted for the last 15 years, if you are not that bad bitch, maybe you should have a platform. Truly. No, maybe you should have a following. Maybe you should have people who are listening to you, honoring words that you say. Because honest, I've removed pain. I've lost over 100 pounds just naturally on my own. I've left my toxic family. I've divorced a narcissist. I've escaped homelessness, poverty, starvation. I lost my twin flame to death. He passed on, sadly. And I still very much have this belief that he's coming back. That's how limitless I really am. That I actually believe my dead ex-boyfriend is very much about to be reincarnating in this lifetime. That's how fucking crazy I am, girl. That's how insane in the membrane I really am about how we are limitless. I legit think that my dead ex-boyfriend will be coming back and making an appearance. Period. That's how I really believe we're infinite. I wouldn't even be able to take your money as a psychic medium. I wouldn't even ethically and morally be able to take your money if I did not believe that life goes on after death. So for me, I taught along the hardships of my spiritual journey. And for 15 years, I've been a prophet. And I'm telling you what, I never fucking stopped and I never will. I never will. I did it. I told you guys everything I know. I taught you what I know. I taught you how to get to God. Oh, baby. You know what? And I'll be able to at Judgment Day when I'm looking my maker right in the eye, I'll be able to say, yes, sir, that was me. Yes, sir, that was me. You told me jump. I said, how high, sir? Cheers. You said, lead my flock to greener pastures. Please, please give them waters. Be the oasis for these people. I said, sure, sir. Yes, yes. Anything else? Anything else? I fucking did it. Fucking did it. And so when Judgment Day comes, and we're all being judged right now, look, every single leader is being judged harshly, including myself, including my friend, including this YouTuber I'm talking about as well. Everybody's judging harshly, criticizing. 'Tis Judgment Day. Judgment Day. We're all being judged. But thankfully, I know self. Thankfully, I know me enough to know when God told me to do something, I went and spiritually fed his flock. Yeah. I might have had some stupid, foolish moments like getting completely plastered on live streams before. And I might have over partook in my share of some THC. But that's the only thing. That's the hardest substance I've ever had was marijuana. So at least I know that going forward. And to know that I watched myself for 15 years get persecuted and bullied every single step of the way, every day, thousands of times a week, and I'm still standing, stronger than ever. I'll be able to stand right in front of my maker and be like, yo, that was me. Hey. S on my chest, that's me, sir. I'm the best. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be able to hear it when birds chirp for me on my hike, because the other day I went hiking and my birds were like, that's my queen right there. About to give her anything she wants, period. What do you want, Jenna? What do you want, Jenna? And then I told everybody, I said, this is the message from angels. Angels are telling you guys, we honor you. Bro, we want to give to you. We're impressed by you, human beings who learned that they are God. You went through hell on earth, an entire fallen world, a fallen kingdom of nothing but narcissists and tyrants. You went through all of that and you still chose love. You fought for love. You're literally a warrior of love. Girl, if we're not going to give you everything under the sun. See, the difference between me and a lot of these people that have like these big, huge hundreds of thousands of followers, it's like, I'm good. I had 0 people watching me at one point and I would still stream. I was effectively talking to myself anyway. It's all one consciousness anyhow. It's literally talking to my damn self. So if I have 0 people, it doesn't faze me. And if I go down to 0 subs, that won't faze me. I remember one time I heard this multimillionaire, he was asked by this kid, he was like a student in college, I think, and he was like, "Sir, if you just lost like all your billions like overnight, what would happen? What would you do?" And he's like, I'd go be a billionaire again. I wouldn't lose that money, but if I did, I'd be a billionaire again. And he was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's my money. It's mine. It's my consciousness. It's my awareness. It's my focus on my abundance. It's mine, 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 mine. Like if I lose it, if I could, then I would just get it back again because it's me." Now, imagine billionaires, multi-billionaires coming out with it and being like, "This is how I got successful. This is how I made billions, guys. I realized that consciousness creates reality. And all I thought was money, money, money is mine. That's mine." And I lived that way. Now, you don't though. You meet a lot of these business owners who gatekeep information. How are you going to meet and pay for a mentor and a coach, a lifestyle coach who gatekeeps motherfucking information, bro? How are you going to pay hundreds of dollars to somebody with that much influence? And they've gate kept that, oh, suddenly it's not all thoughts. Now it's thoughts plus witchcraft. And what happened behind the scenes, there was all this growth and all this stuff that took place. But I'm like, why didn't you teach that though? Why didn't you teach that for your success? Why did you make such a big business empire on all you do is flip your thoughts, flip your thoughts, flip your thoughts? Then can't you get this person out of your life by flipping your thought? So is this a chronic case of not preaching, not doing what you teach, not practicing what you preach? Yeah. Is that what this is? Is that what this is? Oh no. Oh no. That might be what Judgment Day is all about, guys. A lot of these leaders, you're realizing, oh no. Is it that you don't practice what you preach? Oh no. That's gonna be hellish. I'm a little confused because I always heard spells are just intention, even these malicious spells. Ingredients in jars don't have the power to magically bend all realities, right? No, of course they don't. You have the ability to magically bend all realities. A piece of paper ain't gonna do shit. Your intention does it. Techniques and tips and whatever technique you use is not the power. The power is you. And the power in having almost 300 plus thousand subscribers and followers is like, wow, how many people are you now teaching that a technique has the power, but your thoughts don't? Oh, that's scary. That's scary because the entire platform was built, her entire empire was built on just think thoughts. That was why it was so catchy. That was why it took off like wildfire. That's why it was so profound. Everybody was like, oh my God, it's so fucking simple. Right, it's so simple. And now all of a sudden, it's not just that simple. Now you need to do this that I do. But I didn't tell you that you needed to do it until now. Yeah, that's why I'm angry. Okay, that's why I'm angry. And it looks like I'm not the only woman that's angry that supported her. Thank God. There was an experiment with a man on TikTok who asked ceremonial witches all over the world to cast spells on him. Millions saw the video, hundreds of spells, and after he was fine. Period. I heard that. That's cool. Because he knows spells can't work. Spells don't work on him. I would presume that whoever she's ever put in the freezer, if at any time those people became conscious of their own power, it wouldn't work on them. It wouldn't work. You know, if people have truly learned their power, they know that no one else can do spells on them at all. It goes for even leaders like that. Like, it wouldn't work, which is why are you teaching it then? You had the GOAT, you had the greatest of all time premise. Affirm and persist, just think thoughts. Affirm and persist, just think thoughts. You had this. Now why do we need to add other stuff? Is it because this was tainted? This wasn't real? Well, if that's the case, I'm sure a lot of people are really hella pissed. I don't think that it's that, though, because this was real. It's just that this person did not teach a lot about the I am Christ consciousness. They did not teach about the I am what I say I am. If I say I'm rich, boom, it's there, done, decided. Because they made a business on affirm and persist, keep going, keep saying it, keep saying it, keep saying it, keep looping it and looping it and looping it, which is great. And that is how repetition is literally how you brainwash yourself. That's 100% how it is done. It is through repetition, 1000%. But the problem I have is that though it was repetition based, her empire, all of a sudden it's like, that's not enough. Why? Why is it good for us, but you don't do it? That's my problem. That's my problem. I'm not angry. I just don't resonate with that stuff at all. And I'm completely turned off by it. I knew I wouldn't really be tuning in after her last post, right? Yeah, I've unsubscribed too. I've had really bad experiences with people who do all that stuff, and have always been such people reveal negative character traits and not be the kinds of people I want to have, period. You don't want them in their life. You don't want them in your life. Oh, thank you for letting us discuss this. I'm new to LOA, so I had questions. Well, welcome. I freaking love you, dude. I love you, Fawn. I love you, Wesley. I love you guys so much. Shakespeare's in love. Uh-huh. Oh, bless your heart. Why would you want to have malicious intention towards anyone would be my response to that. That sounds like a heart issue to me, right? And that was the problem. Then I'm like, whoa, so you're telling me soon you could have up to 100 million followers, subs, and there may not be a heart chakra open? Oh no, that's terrifying. Well, at least to me, but it's not really terrifying. It's like, whatever, that's the timeline. There is a reality where that's happening, yes, but I'm not about to tune into that. I really am Christ consciousness in my own body. I do not have to focus on a timeline I don't want to create. So I don't need to focus on that. I need to focus on the fact that, wow, at least one woman agrees with me. Shit. And you've been supporting her a while. And so for us to have the same thought about the same video at the same time is really crazy. I'm so happy you joined today, and I'm so happy you decided to chime in on my lives, because I don't know if you've ever been here on my live streams. It's really cool to meet you. Revives. I love you. I love you. I just wonder if this is that great awakening I've been talking about, that great divide. Like, you're about to, and I've been getting this message from Spirit that a lot of people are going to be tasked with unsubscribing, unsubbing, unfollowing, not giving your money to certain people anymore. It's going to be like overwhelming. It's going to be intuitively, you're just nudged to stop, go give to the real ones. Go give to the ones that truly spiritually feed you. The ones that do create a safe haven for you. On this channel, I blood, sweat, and tears I've poured in to my live streams being this calm. Blood, sweat, and tears. Because God loves me and introduced me to his flock. His flock finds me. I care about people's souls. I care about not leading people astray. And because of that, I'm cool with whatever God gives me. And if it's only 9 people right now, 10 people, that's a brilliant number. I love that so much. Thank you for being here. What a blessing. What a gift. What a gift to be able to touch 9 people's lives today. Thank you, God. And thank you guys for sitting here trusting me with this. To lead people, it was taken too lightly for too long. Oh, I've got a microphone and a video and I'm gonna do it. Ugh. That's what you're finding. You're seeing now that these people who blew up on TikTok, Insta, they blew up so fast, right? And it's like, great, but okay, what substance do you have for us, though? I'd rather go slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race, And I absolutely do not oppose witchcraft. I'm serious, guys. I even do return to sender spells, like probably every couple weeks when I feel intuitively like doing it, when I feel led. What is that noise? Is that the tornado siren? Yeah. Is this what time they do tornado drills here? I like just moved. I've only been here. Oh my God. Do you know what's so crazy? I keep getting these messages. I love your vids, but I love your videos, but this is legit like such backhanded comments on my channel anymore. I've been noticing people will literally show up because they can't stand what I'm talking about these days. And they will comment because they've been watching me for months and months, if not years, fucking who knows. And they'll be like, I love your videos, but okay. I'm just gonna leave it right there. I love your videos. I don't ask for, I'm not in the market right now to hear criticism that comes from a biased lens of, I'm only pissed that you're doing well now when I was watching you suffer the entire time. And now you're like winning, and I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is on my way out, because God knows I can't stand watching you anymore, Jenna. So on my way out, what I'm gonna say is, I love it, but here's what you could do better. Here's how you could be better. Here's how you could please me to keep me. I don't care to fucking keep you. I don't care to keep you subscribed. I don't give a shit. So many people watched as I suffered and suffered and suffered, didn't even have clean drinking water or food for weeks, literally living under the house, under the roof of people who were absolutely tormenting me and assaulting me. I literally put a man behind bars in October because he literally put his hands on me. A random stranger at this place I was paying for. So with all that said, here it is. I'm now winning, and I'm finally bringing in what is owed to me through my own state of being, my own state of consciousness, which is I am love, I am God, and I am taken care of by the universe. And all of a sudden, people on their way out, they want to like poke at you and be like, I love it, but here's this that you need to change. I don't need to change shit. I'm good on my own. I'm good with me. I'm really good. No, I'm like really good. You've known me 20 seconds. I've known me 24 hours a day for the last 36 years. Now I'm really good. If the one person that abused her body to the point where she couldn't even bend to tie her shoes at one point at 416 pounds, if I wasn't even able then to hate myself, best believe after losing 100 pounds, after healing my body, mind, soul, and spirit, best believe after all that garbage I witnessed myself do to myself, and I still love me, honey, I'm not allowing you to do anything but love me. There's no this, change that and I'll stay. I don't care. I don't. I really, truly do not care if you stay or go. That's not up to me. That's up to you. Do you feel in your soul like I'm not worthy of your subscription? Cool. Bye. Peace. Deuces. That is how it is. I highly doubt I benefited from you at all in all this time anyway. I highly doubt you're one of those people that would donate when your girl was crying and had no food for weeks. I highly doubt you benefited me as much as I benefited you. So there's the door, see you bye. What really annoys me so much is when a lot of these people, you elevate, and man, do they feel it. Your light is triggering people's demons. Your light is literally triggering people. And what they want to do is they want to knock you down a few pegs so you stop feeling so holier than thou, too big for your britches. So that when they have to change, they can say, oh, well, she's not changing now, so I don't have to. When really, the reason you're no longer changing or growing or evolving or being happy is because people are breaking your heart. Saying things like, I love you, but, which effectively means I love you, but you're not good enough. Right. So when you're going to see, what you're going to see next is this big shift, the great divide. God is separating the wheat from the tares, period. And so when you guys go to this new earth, you're going to this heavenly place, nirvana within heaven on earth, babe. People are going to be really, really upset that they can't join you. Of course they can't join you. And so their vibration does not allow them to join you. So instead, because they don't want to change and they haven't changed, they instead want you to cry, be sad, feel like you're not allowed to have this happiness all of a sudden. And in order to keep their support, you have to change who you are to keep their support. But it's like, I don't give a fuck about your support. No offense. I don't think you supported me at all. I honestly think I supported you, not the other way around. So when you guys know this, when you know thyself, when you know who you are, you know that you are the Energizer Bunny. You are you are the operant power. You are the one that was giving to these people. You realize it doesn't matter if they were sitting on your chat, hidden, quiet, observing you for 5 years and they didn't say a damn thing, honey. They benefited from your energy, from your protection, and from your healing. They would get download after download after relief after relief. You're like a human walking Tylenol. These people get all that relief for free. And then in order to still keep it, they have to keep you down. Let me repeat. In order to still get it, one of two things need to happen. Either they need to match you where you are to stay in your good graces, or they need to knock you down a few pegs so that you stop being so happy, joyous, carefree, manifesting things, attracting things that you love. They have to do one of two things. They either have to grow, or they have to knock you down, or they have to leave. Those are the three. They could just leave. No harm, no foul. Bye. Or they knock you down a few pegs to really twist the knife before they leave, so that they justify. One of the worst things I've ever been told when I would like break off with friends, like I'd have to leave friends behind, one of the worst things, and this is always how it is. You have to leave them. They don't leave you first. Okay. Narcissists will never leave you first. Let me repeat for those in the back. Narcissists will never leave you first, ever. Why would they? You are a buffet feast. Why would they? I would leave friends, and the one thing that they would say is, it's okay, I don't care. Whatever, we're gonna part ways, huh? We're parting ways, huh? Oh, well, you weren't really that great of a friend anyway, so like, bye. Tells you everything you know. Baby, when you go to draw a boundary, and the first thing somebody says to you is an insult, oh, you really weren't that great of a friend anyway, like, who cares? Yikes. Like, yikes. If that does not tell you everything you need to know, if that does not tell you that that person was going to exploit your energy for the next 50 million eons, babe, they would have literally felt that low of you the whole time, that your friendship wasn't shit, all that energy wasn't shit, and you would have been the last to know anyway. Girl, you would have stayed there with that person for 50 lifetimes. And they would have never been the first to break it off with you, all the while thinking you weren't shit. Come on. Cheers. Cheers to breaking free and being alone. Cheers. Alone but not lonely. Cheers, guys. You ever go to draw a boundary and the first thing they say is, you're a great friend, but... Girl, why couldn't you have told me that 2 weeks ago? Why do you have to tell me that only when you have nothing to lose and I'm leaving you behind? No, I'll wait. I'll wait. Why couldn't you have cared enough to fix the relationship 2 weeks ago? Why couldn't you have laid on your sword and said, hey, I think this needs to be addressed? Why couldn't you have done that 2 weeks ago? And only when I'm like, something's wrong here. I don't like that I can't get information from you. What is there? There's not even a friendship. Why then, when I take my energy back, pull it back, the first thing they say is, oh, well, see, you're really not that great of a friend anyway, so like, bye. Girl, it's giving self-protection. They want to protect their heart. They want to convince themselves so deeply that you really weren't shit. So with this breakup, the rejection, it doesn't hurt. Rejection will freaking hurt. Of course it will hurt. You're an earth angel. You're the one that was keeping the whole thing alive, to be honest. Of course it's going to fucking hurt. So these people instead, they say things when they have to leave your channel because you're going through a growth spurt. Like me, I'm getting everything I've ever manifested. I'm getting everything handed to me by the Holy Spirit, baby. And so all of a sudden, these things are coming in and people are like, well, I love your channel, but I think you're right, but I think this, but, okay, bye. What they're effectively doing is saying, I'm going to have to leave, and I know I have to leave because I can't fucking stand you. It's like nails on a chalkboard, Jenna. I can't stand your ass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I really was such I was such a heavy supporter. That way, they make you feel Like, oh boy, I'm losing one of my good ones. I'm losing such a great support system. All the while, they were watching me homeless and not being able to even feed myself and not giving a damn dime. They didn't put their money where their mouth was at all. I was giving energy to you, but you weren't repeating it back, giving it back. So now it's like, how dare you? How dare you grow without us? How dare you get manifestations that we can't get? And how dare you not care that I, an avid supporter that's watched you for so long, is leaving? Well, I don't care because you weren't a supporter. Turns out you were actually hating me the whole time. Turns out when you say I love you, but everything before that is negatory. Negatory. It's negated. It's canceled. I love you, but your teachings are great, but honey, my teachings aren't the fucking problem. People would come to me cured their cancer. My teachings aren't the issue. The issue is you don't want to fucking change. And because I did, and there's proof of it, now all of a sudden you want to get your panties in a bunch and get hating on me instead of really doing the shadow work that's necessary for you to have what I have. But the reason I have what you don't is because I do things you won't. I go out there and I'm authentic. I do promote self-realization. I do promote being individual, being your own self. I do promote self, loving self, staring at yourself in the mirror and loving your stretch marks, curves, and edges, baby. Looking in the mirror and being like, you're gorgeous, you're a goddess. So many of these people, they're coming to me now and they're like, I love you, but it's great, but no, it's always been great. No, I've always been amazing. No, truly, truly, truly. Even in the times when I was the ugliest, even in the times when I was the heaviest, even in the times when I had the least, even when I was the poorest, even when I was still amazing then. Girl, I can't help that I loved myself when I had nothing to my name. I can't help that I loved myself the heaviest I've ever been. I loved myself and I honored myself, though society told me I shouldn't. I couldn't even bend to tie my shoes at 415 pounds. Couldn't even bend. And yet, I loved me. I loved myself when society said, bitch, you should just die. Yeah, I loved me when no one else could. I loved me enough to be the first in my family to divorce a man like that publicly. And for it to be this big thing in my family, it was like this big, huge, embarrassing thing. But it wasn't embarrassing for me. I fucking knew I was beautiful. I knew I was worth more. I knew. So I get that a lot of people right now, because there's this great divide and you guys are understanding that I really am the fucking GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time in my reality and I'm getting what I want because I damn well say so. I get that you're hating on that because you used to see me as broke, homeless, in despair, sad, always in pain, crying, have snot rags everywhere. I get that. Drinking a bottle of vodka on stream, just being so sad. I get that you wanted me like that, but fuck you. I'm never going to be like that again. Fuck you. If you want to keep a girl down, well, go to your reality where you keep people around you down and then watch how you don't succeed. Go to the timeline you created for yourself and stay the fuck off mine. If you have to make a comment that's I love you, but I'm just going to click, scroll up. I don't care. I'll delete. I don't care. I'm not reading spell work anymore. Girl, what I've learned over the years is that people who literally write to you, that's spells. Spelling, spellcasters. It's a thing. It's a thing. And you agree to those terms when you open the message. You agree to the terms just like I did with Subliminals here. We both watched that YouTuber today and then we clicked off because we said, I don't agree with this. So it's the same when a trollish comment comes up on my channel. I love you, but no, I'm just going to erase the second half and I'm just going to say, I love you. Thank you. What's not to love? I'm amazing. Even at my worst, I was amazing. Even when I was a drug addict, I was amazing. Even when I was an alcoholic, I was amazing. Even when I was fat and couldn't even wear clothes that fit, girl, I was amazing then. Girl, I was amazing at all these times. Period. And the fact that you can't believe that, that's cool. You need to go to the reality you create for yourself and you need to leave me alone. Unsubscribe. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers to being alone but not lonely. The great separation, the wheat from the tares. You're not welcome here. Who cares? Who cares? Please help me. They're using media and meme all the wrong and dirty information on me the last 20 years. Okay. I love you, but nothing, Jenna. Period. Period. Thank you. I wasn't asking about being shamed though, but you said that people's actions can ripple into your reality, so I was curious. Oh no, sorry guys. I think I have to leave. Have a nice day. Okay, bye. I don't know what you're talking about, shame. I get it. I don't want to be uneducated, which is why I'm open if there are coaches who speak of this, because most say we've been manifesting since birth, as disheartening as that can sound. Wait, what do you mean that's not disheartening at all? What do you mean? To say we've been manifesting since birth is the truth. What do you mean that's disheartening? I'm not understanding. And I'm not understanding where I talked about shame either. Did I mention that? Oh, revive subliminals. I love you so much, girl. My battery died, so I was off for a minute. I completely understand revive. I just haven't heard any coach so far discussing certain limitations. What limitations? Girl, you want to be a fucking mermaid tomorrow, you can be one. You're already a mermaid in a million realities. What limitations? What limitations? You're God. What limitations? The only limitation we have is the one we place on ourselves, and you're the one giving yourself that limitation. I'm not even giving you that limitation, girl. I'm just a mirror here for you. What limitations? I really revive. I love that you respect my platform. Thank you so much. No, truly. I really respect that you didn't want to say certain things about yourself in this platform right now. Like, girl, I really respect that so much. Do you know what I'm actually thinking about? I'm thinking about doing something like some sort of group, like a Facebook group or Discord or something, so people can share more of their beliefs and their stories too. And like, you will have a safe space to say that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. I have to really look into that. And in this next phase, whatever I'm about to do, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to have that platform to do so. But I haven't wanted to yet. I haven't really cared to influence hundreds of thousands of people because so far I'd seen myself as like a sham. Here I was, still an alcoholic, still having the belief that like, oh, there's this asshole at my Airbnb and he's harassing me and stalking me and hurting me, and I can't keep any woman safe if I can't keep myself safe. And then so imagine my shock when God presents this place for me and I'm like, wait, wow, maybe I do know the truth. Wow, okay, well, cool. Okay, maybe I can keep myself safe. So maybe I'm not just a fake. Maybe I'm not fake. And I knew I wasn't fake. Girl, the things that I'd predict, down to the day that people meet their soulmate, down to the day people have met their soulmate, people have won divine inheritance. They've like inherited money from their family, down to the day. Girl, I knew I wasn't a fake. It's just I didn't want to be a role model yet. I didn't think I was a good one. And I definitely did not think I'd be a good role model with some nasty, peevy, skeevy, nasty perv with his eyeballs all over me at a place that I lived and I couldn't get out of. So I was like, I was waiting for that. I was waiting to have influence before I knew that I'd be somebody worth following, you know? And I'm really happy that I went this slow route. I'm not saying there has to be limitations. Exactly. There doesn't have to be. And you never said that. I feel like I'd have to explain more of my personal life to answer, and I don't know this is appropriate. It's so cute. You're so cute. But I am basically saying that it's not necessarily someone's fault if they're suffering with, say, a bizarre and rare illness, and they have done every possible and even what others would deem extreme things to heal their own body, but it still went out for years. Yes, this is my personal story. It doesn't make me any less of a master manifester. I am that, and I can think a thought once and it manifests, period. Yes, you see? It's women like you that we should be listening to, that we should be looking towards for guidance and inspiration and manifestation coaching. You know what I mean? But people shouldn't be shamed or made to feel like they can't tell their story because they didn't manifest something away instantly and have had real and life-altering struggles. Period. Right. Thank you. I wasn't asking about being shamed though, but you said that people's actions can ripple into your reality. So I was curious. If you assume that they can, if you assume other people's intentions can affect your reality, then you as God are allowing that to happen. Yeah. You as God are saying so-and-so gets to influence my reality, and they do. You're the God, you're the ultimate God, you're the creator source of what is in your reality, but you are effectively making this person a demigod. You're making them the demiurge. You're giving them power and permission to create for you, which is cool. We all do that. Every single one of us has done that. To blame someone already in immense suffering. Okay, have a nice day. I love you, but nothing, Jenna, period. That's what I'm saying. Like, those that I would really take that I love you, it would just be, I love you. Thank you for everything you've done. I think that our paths are distancing now, but I love you and I thank you, Jenna, for your guidance, your expertise, whatever. I've watched you so long. I love you. Goodbye. Not, I love you, but this. Girl, it wasn't bad enough. Look, see, this is what pisses me off. It wasn't bad enough. I wasn't bad enough that you would click the fuck off a month ago, a year ago. But now that I'm getting something that you deemed in your mind was impossible, all of a sudden you're triggered. And you have to leave. Right. Good riddance. See you never. See you fucking never. Anybody who could be watching up through this whole point in my journey and only like that I was suffering, bitch, bye. No, bitch, bye. You only liked it when I was suffering. You only liked it when I spoke negativity over myself. You only liked it when I was crying. And girl, if you ever got off on the fact that I was miserable and suffering, bitch, bye. Don't ever show up here again. Truly. And I will look at your comment and I'll read the I love you and then I'll delete the rest. Huh. Bye. God isn't real. That's a limitation. Peter, yo, I like you, dude. Hey, how you doing? From where? Where'd you say? Ireland. How are you, my man? From Ireland. We're gonna be like Gooseberry on Always and Revives date night. I'll leave you guys be to scissored out. Bye-bye. Toodles. Toodles, Fruitles, Peter, who gives a fuck? I think people think they're so fucking important. They show up and they're like, okay, I'm here, and then I'm out. Deuces. I don't really fucking care. Who are you? Like people just want to be so fucking relevant and so important in my reality and in this chat. Like, bro, I don't know you, never will, never have. I don't care. That's how it is, guys. When you start distancing yourself from people, that's when it becomes like so obvious. People are like, yeah, you should care. You should care. I've been supporting you for so long. No, the fuck you haven't. You've watched as I cried, as I was abused, as I was tormented, made homeless, and never once contributed a damn thing. Not one email, not one get well wish, not one prayer, not one candle spell and hopefully banishing whatever it was that was causing me poverty. Girl, not one fucking cent, not one dime. And yet everybody wants to come in now that I'm feeling okay and I'm feeling on top of the world and I know I'm about to manifest something fucking fantastic. And now they're all like, well, you should care because I was supporting you. No, the fuck you weren't. I was supporting you. Get it right. Oh, get it right. I was supporting you, not the other way around. When you start learning this in relationships that you have too, you start learning, bitch, I was supporting you, not the other way around. When you know to remove your energy, cut those cords, and distance yourself from that friend, they're hoping you don't find out that you were the one that they needed, not the other way around, honey. There's the door. Don't let the door hit you. Okay, who are you? I don't know. Never known you a day in my life. It's like they show up and they're like, hi, I'm so important. Hello, here's me. And I'm like, Great. Love that. Cool, cool. Great to see you. Don't know how you contributed to this conversation at all ever in your life, but so fun. And then they're like, okay, I gotta go, make a big show about it. Bitch, I don't care. I don't care that you're leaving. I don't even care that you arrived. Yo, when you figure out your worth, you know that kings and queens, gods and goddesses are the only ones that are worthy of your time. If people do not treat themselves like gods and goddesses, it's like, who are you? Who are you? You know, Jesus said it in the end times. What is he saying? Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never knew you. So many dozens of comments that have come to me recently since I moved to this place. So many people, because they can't stand that I wasn't made homeless. They can't stand that I wasn't going to be on a street corner. All of a sudden, they're like, wow, how dare you? How dare you? It's like, dude, don't act like you were supporting me. You were literally watching as I suffered and you were getting off on it and constantly tuning in every single day to invest in that shit. So now all of a sudden I want to do better, be better, and have everything that God wants for me. And now you got a fucking problem with it. There's the door, Sheila. Cheers to being alone, but not lonely. That's why I don't have friends. I don't have a family. I don't give a fuck. God's a real estate agent and helps you find a place, but leaves 100,000 to die. See, this is it. That's exactly the kind of bullshit thinking I'm talking about, bro. Fucking salty. Peter, you're so goddamn salty. You can't stand that a woman like me would actually not be homeless anymore. You want to go sit here and be so salty and angry that God provided for me and he can't provide, he won't provide for you because you fucking say he's not real, dipshit. It's so astonishing to me. It baffles my mind. You want to sit here using the law of assumption, assuming that something doesn't exist to help you. Yet I do. I call on that thing. I say, wow, there's a higher power. I'm tuning into it. Love it. That higher power loves the shit out of me, wants to give me a place, wants to help me have everything that I've ever wanted. I believe in it. Therefore, I receive from it the egregore that I've created. I've poured energy into a higher self, into an ideology of a higher self, a containment of source, God, in something that I can't see. I believe in it, speak about it, invest in it, believed in that, and that thing came through for me. And now you want to be fucking salty sitting here and one comment, I figured out what your problem is, what the stick up your bunghole is. I figured it out. The real problem is that you're so angry, other people are displaced and your girl isn't anymore. That's what you're really angry about. I get it. You'll figure it out. What I'm not about to do is apologize for getting off the streets. What I'm not about to do is apologize for being able to eat food that nourishes my body instead of cheap junk with fillers in it while men abused me and raped me. What I'm not about to apologize for is getting off of the streets because I believed in the divine, taking care of my every need while you're so fucking salty that you can't even expect any goodness coming from any source outside of yourself. And honestly, the junk you're giving out, Peter, it's giving not much good coming back. So I get that you're a little salty, but you should buy some pepper in bulk, sir, because you should balance out that salt, yeah? The real issue is people like you show up on a girl's stream like myself after we have been suffering for years and years and years in poverty and literally being trafficked. I was literally trafficked in the year 2024. And you want to sit here and be angry that I found a way out of that. All the while holding a grudge that some higher power wants nothing to do with you. Who the fuck would, Peter? Who the fuck would, Peter? Who would want anything to do with you, Peter? Your vibe is a mess. It's a hot mess. I don't want anything to do with you, and I'm pretty sure whatever higher power you claim doesn't exist wants nothing to do with you either. Why would it? Why would it? You have literally effectively said God doesn't exist, so bruh, go on. Go be your own God then. See how far that gets you. Period. Go be your own source then, Peter. Nobody's been gatekeeping the information from you. I've never been trying to keep from you all the advancements that you could have made right alongside me as I was in hell on earth. Where were you? Don't be mad because I can do something you can't. Period. Cheers. Cheers to being alone, not lonely. Bye. People who leave, they want to make such a big show about it. They're like, I'm leaving. Okay, toodles, fruitles. Did you want me to hold the door open? Like, what is it exactly? Bro, your energy's vile. I don't fucking care. Leave and then do us all a favor and never come back. Now, don't be one of those, Pete. Don't be one of those that say, I'm leaving, I'm unsubscribing, fuck off. And then you literally come back in 2 weeks. Can you not? Like, if you're going to be a man about it. If you're going to leave, you're going to have a fucking issue with the fact that people like myself believe in a higher power and you don't. Cool, you're allowed to have your own thing. The thing is, you've already in your mind assumed that having a God is a limitation. So go be limitless, brother. Go be limitless and not believe in a higher power. Go manifest shit on your own, okay? Go do it. Go be it. Don't fucking show back up. You literally said you're leaving, so there's the door. Don't come back. Thank you. Cheers to being alone, not lonely. So anyway, now you're seeing how the great separation is taking place. The wheat from the tares is being separated. It is being divided. It is a great divide. You're about to bring in people who are very much more aligned with what you stand for, and there's no stopping it. They didn't see your soul before. They saw your physical body and that was it. They didn't understand your soul, so they're free to go. The ones that saw your soul, they're ready. They're ready to see your soul shine. There are going to be very, very few that you remember in this new phase, very few in this heaven on earth that you take with you, that you remember and think of highly. There are going to be very few that I can recall on two hands who supported me through literally being abused, tormented, raped, and trafficked. So if you really think that I'm going to let everybody in this beautiful new safe haven I've created for myself, Peter, you got another thing coming, bro. You're not welcome. You don't even agree with the precipice. The premise. You don't even agree that something outside of us exists, and that's all I talk about all day. That something bigger is us. You've already denied it, Peter, which is kind of ironic, right? Isn't it? Yo. No, but is it in the Bible? Isn't Peter the one that denies Christ? Dude, it is. It is. Is it Peter? Stop. Shut the fuck up. That's ironic. Bro, you've already denied God. It's cool. Let God go deny you now. You already denied it, bro. You're already like, something higher doesn't exist. It's a limitation. Okay, fine. Go be limitless without God. Do it. Do it. Go on. Go manifest your way out of whatever it is you just fucking wrote on my channel, because it's garbage. Whatever you just wrote on my channel is absolute pure toxicity. I don't need to believe in that. I don't need to believe that 100,000 people are displaced. What the fuck are you talking about? People I'm talking to, people I'm promoting, people I'm preaching to. We're rich, healthy, wealthy, and all well taken care of by the divine. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So I get it that you're really butthurt that God exists for me and not for you, but that's because of the way you keep saying through the law of assumption, what you assume to be true is true. You assume God isn't real, so he isn't. I love that. I love that. That's how powerful you are, Peter. Isn't that amazing? You denied God. You say it doesn't exist. Perfect. That's exactly right. That's why there's no love in your life. That's why you keep bringing in a reality where people are displaced and homeless and impoverished. And why I keep bringing in millionaires and billionaires and people who literally are celebrities and activists, and they're thriving and they're curing their cancer. They're curing their heart disease. Bro, you are the problem, Peter, not me. So I really highly suggest you take that projection and you go elsewhere with it. The whole, how dare you find relief, Jenna, when the rest of us can't. You could, but you refuse. Your ego is so obvious that it is literally guarding paradise from you. It's protecting paradise from you. Your own ego is the problem, Pete. So when you make a big entrance and then you leave, I don't fucking care. I guess I'm missing the memo where I was supposed to give a shit. I don't care that you're leaving. Bye. Don't be that guy that sits here, spies on me silently and observes me like the disgusting nastiness that has been happening for so long. Don't be that fucking asshole that sits here observing me while acting all big and bad and tough and I'm leaving because fuck off. Click off and stay the fuck gone. Don't be a little weak weasel, okay? Don't be a little weasel. Cheers to being alone, not lonely. Don't be a little weasel. Don't be a weasel seesaw, okay? Bro, they come in and they're like, hey, you should care though. I don't. You should care because that guy supported you so. Did you? Did you pay my, did you put food on my table? Did you pray for me? Did you send me an email saying shit could get better? Did you? I doubt it. I doubt you did, Pete. I doubt you did. If you've got this anger issue about God, bro, and you're like, he doesn't even exist, perfect. Go to the reality where he doesn't exist. You're not in my multiverse. In my multiverse, a divine entity exists and we worship it and we get to have fun with it and then it has fun with us and we get to have anything we want out of thin air. You can call it the devil, you can call it Satan, you can call it God, you can call it whatever you want, but you don't believe in it. So no wonder your life looks the way it does because you don't believe in it. You don't believe that something would help you, so why would it? You see? And I do. That's why I get helped. I not only believe that something divine wants to help me, thrives in helping me, I also tend to believe that when said entity helps me, I go help other people with it and I encourage them to also remember the power of themselves. So while you, Peter, have ironically denied the Christ, you, Peter, now you have denied the one that would have given that Christ your saviorship, the one that would have redeemed you, the one that would have made it so that you don't see all the problems of the world anymore. So instead, what you want to do is you want to hate women like myself who have come up off the streets and who vows to never go back there again no matter what. And even if I do, I'll still be happy. I'll still smile. I'll still love people. I'll still love God. Just like I loved God even when I was on the streets. Living in my car in the freaking sardine can. Living in my car in the middle of Arizona desert in the summer with no air conditioning. Yeah. And I still loved God. I still honored God. I still worshiped God in the desert. Okay? Okay? So what you're not going to do is you're not going to show up on my channel acting like some big, bad, bold wolf. Bruh, I don't even know you from Adam. Never met you a day in my life. Oh, but like, you should care because I'm leaving. I don't give a fuck. Unsubscribe. Please do. And don't ever show up here again, period. I hope the spirit world chews your ass up if you come back on here. No, if you're leaving, leave. Be a man about it. You're so bold to say, I'm leaving, I gotta go, deuces. Bye, see you never. So anyway, what's going to happen soon is the great separation of the wheat from the tares. Those who have bowed down to God, who said, I am God. That source is me. I am all things. I am it. I am that one consciousness. I am that Christ consciousness. I am pure, unadulterated Christ consciousness. I am literal pure awareness. What I focus on grows. That's me. That's me. That's you. That's you. There are those of us who believed that. And then there's those of us who definitely do not believe that, like Mr. Pete here, that there is nothing like that. And it's simply a limitation and some sort of crutch and some sort of, I don't know, like a disadvantage. Like to believe in God is some sort of disability or something. Like, I don't know, but it's cool. Go on then. Go live in a reality where there is no God. That sounds fun to me if I were you. But I'm not you in that regard. I'm me in this regard, and then I'm going to be in my own timeline where that holy source does come and provide for me. Always. Always, 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 always. Because I'm always working for that divine source. Constantly. Even through the struggle. Even through homelessness. Even through being propositioned by men, even being sexually assaulted, even being without food and water. Yeah. It's like that, though. Even when I had nothing, I still kept the Holy Spirit on my lips, honey. So Though you may not agree with it, I fucking do. I absolutely believe God is real, period. Go buy some pepper with that salt, all right? Keep it going, Peter. I heard you haven't denied the Christ enough today. Yo, wasn't it in the book that Peter denied Christ and like the rooster crowed 3 times or something? Dude, what I heard was you haven't denied God enough times today yet. You got to really say it with your chest next time. You got to deny God on your own terms, bro. I've seen way too much proof positive that my thoughts create. And if I believe that a higher source exists, it does for me. Doesn't have to for you. That's the beauty of it. In your reality, shit like that doesn't have to exist. But in my reality, poverty doesn't have to exist. Yo, here it is, Peter. Here it is, Peter, before you leave, because I know you're going to leave. Okay, good. Unsubscribe. Here it is before you leave. In the same reality where you don't believe that God exists, I do. And in the same reality where you believe poverty exists, I don't. You see, we're all entitled to believe what we want to believe in our own reality. I no longer want to see people impoverished or unhealthy or sick and hungry. Girl, I don't want that anymore. Why would I feed it? You are. Cool. Go get your fucking reality, bro. Go get what you're sowing because you're about to reap what you've sown. Don't you see? Your constant thoughts are about to manifest. Dude, your dominant thoughts about to become reality. So you and I aren't probably going to be friends anytime soon, sir. And that's cool. It's cool. I'm not in the market for friends. Hope you're not. No offense, but we're not going to be friends. And I just don't care. So when you come in and you're like all big and bad and like, look at me. Why? Okay, fine. Don't look at me, but I'm leaving. Okay, bye. I think you're failing to see where you've become irrelevant. I think you're beginning to see where a lot of men like that have become irrelevant. A lot of men and women. Look, it's not gender specific. I think what society is failing to see is where a lot of these powerhouses come in and they throw their weight around and they think that somehow it makes them powerful. Bro, when you see women like myself pulling back our power, giving it back to ourselves, you're going to realize anybody with limitations, we're not going to want to exalt you anymore. We're not going to want to pay for your content. We're not going to want to subscribe to your channel. We're not going to want to take you on a date. We're not going to want to go to your church. We're not going to want to read your book. We're not going to like why? Why? It doesn't even make any sense. I don't want to have limitations. If you believe that believing in God is a limitation, I would absolutely disagree. I mean, I would say that it's quite freeing in that it offers me something back. My honor and worship of something bigger, something holy, something of divinity, it certainly didn't come from this world. This world's straight up evil, and I know we can agree on that term. I know we can agree with that. This world seems to be quite barbaric, okay? So I know it didn't come from this. So if it didn't come from this, where did goodness originate from? Where did birds chirping originate from? Where did love originate from? Where did a baby's giggle originate from? Where did healing originate from? It had to stem from somewhere. So I definitely believe in a higher power. And so my question to you is, why would you think that your opinion is somehow relevant when I have seen the opposite of what you're saying to be true? You say that God isn't real, and I'm 100% calling bullshit. God isn't real for you, bro. So go live in your reality where God isn't real for you, bro. Okay, the rest of us are about to reap the benefits of believing something higher. Yeah, thank you. Cheers. Cheers to being alone, not lonely. If there's anything left to say, go ahead and say it now or forever hold your peace, because I'm about to have to go pee because my bladder's super full. I've been talking for 2.5 hours and I love it. I love chatting with you guys. I love chatting online with babes all day. You remember that? I know you do. I know you remember that. But yeah, look, I'm not here to hate. Okay. I'm here to love, and I'm here to teach you that I love you so much, Petey. Let me just pinch your little cheeks. You're so cute. I just love you so much, Petey, that I believe free will should be a thing, and you should be able to go to any other YouTuber that you want to watch today that very much agrees with what it is you care about. And I love myself so much that I would not only encourage the unsubscription that you just said, you don't want to be here. I not only would promote that and encourage it, I would tell you, stay the fuck out. Don't ever show up here again. Period. You'll never want to. It will just be a thing you won't want to do. You won't want to invest. You know what I mean? You're not going to like the blessings that I keep getting for being this much up my own bunghole and believing this much about what I talk about 24/7. You're not going to like that I have this level of belief in something higher that is granting me things that you don't get to have. You haven't invested in it. No, really, truly, you haven't invested in that higher source. So why therefore, why should it keep blessing you? Like, no, make it make sense. Okay, guys, honest, before I leave, can we just, why? You haven't even invested in it though, bruh. That's like talking to your money like it's trash. This is the equivalent. Just before I go. It's like Petey here saying, wow, money sucks. I don't even care. I don't want it. It doesn't exist. It's stupid. It's such a limitation, such a limitation, such a limit. And then bitching and moaning that you have no money. Money wouldn't even want to be around it. It's the equivalent of being around a woman, honey. You're going to be like, so-and-so, I don't care. I don't even believe in that chick. Like, she's not even doing anything for me. I don't care. And then, like, when that person wants something to do with you, you're complaining about it. It's the same with the concept of God, of any entity outside of yourself, like bigger than you. And it's really not outside of you at all. The matrix is you. It's just a reflection. It's just literally a mirror. It's a mirror. Okay. But if you are God, then your mirror shows you God. If you are the Savior, then your mirror shows you the Savior. And so because somebody as notoriously bullheaded as myself, I tell you repeatedly, I don't agree to the terms of God doesn't exist. And so suddenly people are really angry at that because now I'm being blessed by said deity that I believe exists within myself. Mirrored back, it's mirroring back. Blessings, good vibes, love, healing, it's mirroring back. And now all of a sudden, people are like foaming at the mouth practically because they're so upset that they didn't crack the code too. They didn't figure out as well that they are God. You didn't want to believe, Peter, that you are that God that could have removed yourself from the timeline of suffering. Hence why you have to spew that there is suffering in your reality. But that's your reality though, dude. In mine, people are healthy, happy. They do their yoga, they drink clean water, they manifest money out of thin air. We hug and sing kumbaya kind of shit. So in the same way that poverty no longer exists in my reality, God no longer exists in yours. Do you see? Do you see how amazing it is that we both get to create in our own quantum bubble? We both get to create in our own reality. You get to go believe what you believe, and I get to go believe what I believe. And finally, for the first time, as a planetary shift that's happening, a lot of women such as myself and men, we're all taking our power back and we're realizing, like, wait, why have we been listening to people like Peter for so long that tell us God isn't real and then we have to believe it? Like, that's not fair. That's not fair. I mean, you believe God doesn't exist, and I do, and I don't make you believe it. So how come you have to push your agenda on me? I don't push mine on you. Do not even go to your channel. You came to mine. So at the end of the day, I don't have to sit here being like, wow, God, I have to betray God to be friends with Peter. I don't have to be like that. I just have to know, wow, I believe in something Peter doesn't. Lovely. I love that he has free will to go be in his own world, his own reality, his own realm, his own timeline. He can go do whatever he wants. So many people are realizing their divinity and their truth, and they're really, really calling back their power. I mean, after years of fucking torture, bro. I'm talking the kind of torture, if you knew me as a woman, like how much I've been assaulted in my life at 36 years old, you wouldn't believe it. No, you really would not believe it. So for me to experience all of the hardships that I've experienced, go through this journey, vlog about it, in my opinion, there really isn't anything but God that I could really even say got me out of this. Though a lot of people presume it's the devil, there's a whole bunch of people that think I work for the devil. And to those people, I ask, doesn't the devil want us impoverished and suffering and like hungry and crying and like wants to ruin our lives and stuff? So like what benefit would the devil have in healing my body or getting me clean drinking water or meeting me with cool friends and soulmates and really handsome men that can take care of me and provide for me and love me and nourish me? And like why would the devil do that? What benefit is there for the devil to have given me any of these blessings at all, when on a daily basis, 99% of the things that I talk about is the Holy Spirit? Right. Yeah. See, I think what Judgment Day really is, I think what the end times really is, it's not really the end of time. It's the end of time in people like Peter having control over people like myself. It's the end as they know it. Because no longer do a lot of us who have witnessed God, we've witnessed something happen miraculously at rock bottom with nothing and no one. Completely impoverished, completely unhealthy, completely sad, moping around, depressed as fuck. At rock bottom, there was something that loved us. And I highly doubt it's the devil. I mean, could be wrong, but it doesn't fit the MO. It just doesn't fit. So, though you have projections towards me about whom I work for, I claim wholeheartedly and very boldly, and I have for years, that I do not work for that entity, aka the devil or Satan or Baphomet or whatever term. I don't work for that. I don't work for the Illuminati. I don't work for a group. I don't work for anybody but myself. So I represent myself. Jenna the Magical. Not Jenna plus a cult. Jenna plus a coven. Jenna plus all of these groups of shamans. And I represent myself. Now, if one day I want to meet people that I feel are aligned with me and I want to promote their work, I'll definitely do so. But I hadn't been like paying homage to a church or a group. In fact, I've been doing everything possible, everything humanly possible to get out of a lot of groups, that because I'm very prone to cults. A lot of people have tried to initiate me. A lot of people have tried to get me into their church groups, families. I've been proposed to 3 times at least in the last year, and I'm telling you what, honey, it's given beat them off with a stick. Trying to keep a pretty ring off this finger is really hard work. It's like a full-time job. So even still, I meet men and they're all like these big powerhouses, you know? And I even still have to be like, you're not good enough for me. But that's the truth though. I'm sorry. That's like the truth. But that's the truth. You know, it's like a dad when he tells his little girl, like, honey, he's just not good enough for you. It's like that, but like I'm my own dad, and I say, honey, he's just not good enough for you. I have to be that girl that self-regulates in these relationships and says, honey, maybe he's just really kind of a douche. Maybe he doesn't honor your body like you do. Maybe he doesn't honor your mindset. Maybe he doesn't honor your temple. Maybe he doesn't honor your mind. And I have to be that dad for myself. And so what I teach these women is also how to father themselves, how to be their own dad, how to be their own boss daddy, how to be their own mom. I had to go be that. I was adopted at 2 years old. So I had two dads, and both of those dads abused me. So I never had a real dad. I had to go be that. And so now, as I'm experiencing the win in being that for myself, all of a sudden, this is where people are really triggered right now. And they're saying things like, how dare you? Oh, I love you, but. Oh, I love you, but. I won't follow you anymore because of this, this, this. Okay, bye. I still follow me. Shit. I know who I am. I know who I am. And I know what I stand for. And so you don't have to be here. You don't have to believe in the same God I do. I like that. Look, if I'm going to sit here and promote that we are God, then I would like to see myself as a good God. In that, I would allow you to have absolute free will, in that I don't want to change your mind, Peter. I don't want to go promote for you God. Therefore, when you say you're leaving, I want you to leave and I want you to stay gone. Not because I hate you, but because like I want to honor you. Do you know what I mean? I would like to think that if we all get to create a new world using our imagination, using our God self, I would like to be a good God. I, as a queen as well, like if you were to give me a brand new palace, yeah? If you were to give me like a crown, a throne, and a fucking palace, and you just like introduce me to queendom overnight, what kind of queen would I be? Like, I would want to be the type that when you come to me, Peter, and you're like, bitch, I don't believe in your God. He ain't shit. I definitely do not want to be reiterating the same garbage that we had in the old world of off with his head. Let me go hate you, Peter. I respect that, man. I love you. I love you. I respect it. Please see yourself out. And when you leave, go to the reality where God doesn't exist. I genuinely want that for you, though. Just like all the boyfriends that I'd had that they didn't want to put down the bottle, or they didn't want to stop their drug addiction. They didn't want to stop their habits. Bro, I love you so much. Legit, love you so unconditionally that if you want to keep with the bottle in your hand, sir, have at it. I'm going to see my way out. I'm going to see myself out. Thank you. Don't worry. I'll let myself out. I'm not about to sit here and beg a man to change because of what I believe. Therefore, why would you beg me to change because of what you believe? I don't believe in a reality anymore where thousands of people are suffering. I don't. I would rather believe that everybody now is healthy, happy, and whole. Why? Because in my opinion, this is the only way we're going to save humanity. We're not going to save humanity by feeding the matrix of poverty, illness, and destruction and war. That's not how you do it. You don't end a war by talking about it all the time. You end a war by being peace. And that's what I want. I want you to remember there is no war. I want this space to be a safe space where you realize there is no war. There is just the beliefs that you brought in from war mindset. And you're allowed to let it all go, Peter. I kind of respect the fact that you don't think there's a God. I think that's kind of, that's kind of nice. It's like the beginning of knowledge. The beginning of knowledge is there is no God. The second part of knowledge, completion of knowledge, that you are God. Don't deny the Christ, Peter. You are the Christ. You see? And I do find it very ironic today that your name is Peter and we're literally talking about denying God and denying the Christ and shit. That's so biblical, bruh. That's biblical. Peter denied the Christ 3 times, right? I don't know. He probably denied it a lot more than that. But it's like, that is you though, Peter. So go to the reality where you don't have God, okay? And then get yourself out of whatever paradigm that is. And if it's not bad, if it's good, then why would you be here? You'd be there, enjoying your life. Go enjoy your life. Shoo, shoo. You see? So, cheers to being alone, not lonely. But yes, guys, that is how it is. It's like truly understanding that there's really no one left to change but self. I don't need to sit here and be like, but God's real though, because I am so authentic. How dare you? I don't care. I literally don't give a fuck that you think God's not real and all. I don't care. Like, you'll be living your life. You'll be living your life based on what the fuck you believe. I do not care. I will be living my life based on what I believe because I care about me, myself, and I. Okay? I'd like to think that if we get to be gods now, you know? We are the gods now. What song was that? There was a song called We Are the Gods Now or something. I don't know. We are the gods now. So if I believe that I am God of my reality, what kind of God do I want to be? I want to be a good God. I want to be a God that when I wake up every day, I'm like, bitch, you're the GOAT. You're the greatest of all time. Like, I would want to honor my own self. I want to be able to live with myself every day. You know what I mean? What I don't want to perpetuate is the same anger that religion gave me back in the age of Pisces. We're in the age of Aquarius now, in my opinion. Back in the age of Pisces, everybody was all biblical and we were all shoulder to shoulder sitting next to each other in a pew and we were like, oh my God, I believe it because he says it, and I believe it because she says it, and I believe. Pisces, the age of Pisces, Pisces is represented by the fish. Yeah, the same symbol that symbolizes Christianity, yeah? Back in the age of Pisces, Pisces is I believe. Aquarius is I know. So now we're going into age of Aquarius, which is the knowing of Christ. It's no longer I have to believe in Christ to be saved. You have to know Christ to be saved now. Right. Right. And do you know Christ? Do you know that you are the Christ? If not, oh shit. If not, oh shit. Like, I don't know what to tell you, I guess. You better know it. Yeah, you better know. Because you're about to find out. You better recognize. You're about to have to find out that God is not playing around because you're not playing around. You're witnessing all the travesties in the world, all these tragedies and shit, and you're so angry about it. What part is angry about it? The freaking part that needs justice, bro. The part that is God, the part that is good, is angry. Rightfully so. 'Tis judgment day for a reason. That higher self, that Christ consciousness, the Christ in you, Peter, you, as God, are pissed. I get that. But what you're not going to do is project that shit onto my channel and my live streams while I'm trying to coach people on how to remember their God self while you're giving your power over away to a fucking CNN channel because you believed that there are people in pain, and I don't believe that anymore. I refuse. I bring people in healed, whole, and fucking trillionaires, bruh. I bring people in with new jobs. They got new gigs. They get married. They're having healthy babies. They healed fucking everything. Those are the kind of people I bring in. And if you don't want to believe in that, you don't have to. But just do us both a favor and leave. I'm glad you are. I'm glad you're leaving. What you're not going to do is ever hurt your girl on the way out. You're not going to sit here and be like, well, fuck you for not needing me then. I don't need you. I don't. That's the truth. There's a lot of friends and family members that I never needed. I loved them. I wanted them, but I didn't need them, you see. So when you walk away from that, you detach, and so effortlessly you're going to be able to in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is all about detachment. It's all about independence. It's all about boundaries. So it's going to be very easy to detach. You're going to learn that, like, I didn't need you. I wanted you, but it was never a need. I needed God. I needed goodness. I needed love. Love is what I need. When it's not that, I walk the fuck away, bro. I don't need to sit here and entertain something that isn't love anymore. Why? I am love. I want to go give to me instead then. If you won't give me love, I'll go give it to myself. So anyway, Peter, I love you. I love you with all my heart, man. I'm really happy that you're here, but I totally get it. I get wanting to leave, and I think you should. Absolutely think you should. I would never stop you, bro. I would never stop you from unsubscribing. I'd never beg you, like, please, please, sir. Just 5 more minutes. Like, can you stay? I don't care. I'm sorry. I don't. What's really, truly happening on the planet is a whole bunch of women and men, everybody, is discovering at rock bottom who was there. Who was there for you at rock bottom when the world rejected you, told you were too fat? There's a gap in your teeth. You don't deserve love. You are already divorced once, bitch. You don't deserve a husband. Who was the one that loved you when all of society told you you ain't shit? Right. Right. Did it not emanate from within? Did it not grow from within? It certainly wasn't found in this 3D matrix. Like wherever God originated from, do you think it really came from this trash heap of a planet? The thousands of hate comments a day that I'd get. Like, bro, do you think it came from those trolls? They called me fat and ugly and like I deserve to rot under a bridge and die? Dude, no, it didn't come from them. It had to come from somewhere. Who did it come from? My mom that abused me? My dad that abused me? No, the church that abused me? Girl, it came from somewhere. It had to. And that's what you're about to find on this beautiful new planet that we're creating right now. Is like it came from somewhere. And it didn't come from the world. So, right. Probably an invisible source. It's probably invisible. Probably originated from within. It had to. There's no way it could have originated from without. I hadn't received love from anybody outside external of me before I had to love myself. So where did that come from? Right. Right. And that's what you're going to have to go find out, my love. I love you, Peter. I think we could be best friends. I bet in another timeline you and I are besties. I bet. You probably denied the Christ a few thousand times, but I still bet we're besties. Call me. Just kidding. Don't. Unsubscribe. In that other timeline, bro, we're besties, but not in this one. Not in this one. It's okay. I love you. But yeah, as for denying God, like I would never try to convince you. I respect you too much for that. I respect myself too much for that. This is why I don't carry around a Bible, and I don't like preaching or like evangelizing to people, because it's like, why? Somebody's already made it up in their mind this entire time that God doesn't exist. Why the fuck would I waste my time? Would I waste their time? Why would I attempt to change somebody's mind? Bro, they do not want it. Interfere with someone's free will much? Like, bro, that's why most religious zealots that I meet in my life, they're such religious fanatics, and they come in here and they're like, repent, turn to Jesus. I'm like, dude, I bet you I'm closer to Jesus than you are. I bet I've turned around a long time before you have. I bet I use that name more in a day than you do. I bet I lead more people to Christ in a day than you do. Watch yourself, son, before I school you. Like, so many people come to me and they're like, because she doesn't know the Bible, she's leading people astray. I'm like, am I though? Be very careful. Make sure you get that hella right, because if you get that hella wrong, isn't that blasphemy? And I'll never understand it, girl. So many people, they come in and they're like, she's a Satanist leading you all to hell. I'm like, hello, wake up. Most people are in hell. They're coming to me because I escaped hell, and they want to know why. They want to know how. They want to know what happened. Careful. Careful if you don't know your shit yet. Careful if you're projecting onto me lies like that, because it's not going to stick. I love myself way too much. I don't allow curses like that to stick on me anymore. And my goal is to hopefully teach Christians that are coming out of the church right now in droves, because let's be real, religion's shutting down. If our government is doing this poorly, then you best believe the Pope, the Bishop, everything, the kings, that all the king's horses and all the king's men, like, they don't really want to be heard from again. We're not, it's like it's over. So if everybody's like leaving in droves, or leaving all the religious mindset and the brainwashing programming that we learned, and they're coming over to see me, what I'm not going to have you do is be like, oh, she's a Satanist turning you to the dark side. Like, Do you know that for a fact, though? Like really? No, I mean, if your soul depended on it, and this is a big if, but if your soul depended on the next statement and how you project something onto me, a reflection of you, I am simply something you manifested. I am just a mirror. Therefore, if you project that onto me, is it not going to go back to you? Judge not lest you be judged, that kind of thing. You judge that something sinister is within me, leading people astray, but are you not the one noticing evil? Are you not the one promoting evil by saying it's even a thing? Oh, see, there it is. There it is. What perpetuates more and more manifestations of evil? There it is. Believing that evil can exist, and you supposedly see it in me, which exacerbates the problem. And then it's like, what is there left? What is there left but only seeing the bad? I want to see the good. I want to see everyone thriving, everyone's healthy, everyone's sitting around a campfire singing Kumbaya, bitch. That's what I want to see. I want to see how every single person, they want to make a living selling coloring books, girl. They love what they do what they love, and they get paid bank for it. Yeah? That's what I love. So what I'm going to suggest is that, Peter, before you go, I love you. Just know I do. Of course I do. Of course I love you. Rare. Get on, Tiger. I freaking love you, bro. You may not love what I'm teaching or preaching, but I love you all the same. And you can leave, and I hope you stay gone. I can love you and know that you need to stay gone. You need to stay way out of my orbit. Coloring books are amazing, though, period. Anybody who makes money on freaking coloring all day, girl, I don't give a shit what you do. You deserve to know that the universe will bless that ass doing absolutely nothing, bitch. Literally paying you to exist. How? It doesn't matter the how. You go outside and you find a 20. Boom, you manifest free rent. Boom, you get checks in the mail. Boom, you get a refund on something you didn't even know existed. Boom, you get a paycheck from a job 6 years ago. Those are just off the top of my head, and that's just me. Let alone what the universe can do. So for you to sit here, Peter, telling me that a source greater than you and I doesn't exist, this is where we disagree. And I will be promoting and preaching about how it does exist, and it will always exist, and it will always be the thing that I honor. It took me out of hell on earth and put me in heaven on earth. You can either sit down, subscribe, stay a while, cheers, take some notes, bud, or you can leave. These are the choices. Cheers to being alone, not lonely. Because who runs the world? Women. Women do now. We rule and reign with Christ. We rule and reign with Christ consciousness, which means the I am presence that speaks, I am rich, I am wealthy, I am always landing on my feet, I am manifesting the best person ever, I'm married, I'm already married in Fiji with 3 kids. And like that I am, that Christ consciousness, that awareness, it is the second coming of Christ. It's the second coming of you, my love. It's the second coming of you. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the homecoming, King. It's the second coming of you. And if you don't want to agree to that, you don't want to agree to those terms that you are all things, then get the fuck off my live stream. Because I'm not about to sit here and blow smoke up your bunghole. I don't care. I don't care. I entertain kings and queens. Yeah, that's it. Gods and goddesses, period. Those are the only people that come into my orbit. Facts. That's it. That's it. I don't entertain people that talk to themselves like they're just normal, like they're just humans, like they're just whatever. I'm powerless because I don't fucking care. Hey, I'm back. How have you been? It's been so long. How you doing? Hey, what's your name? Joy. Hi. How are you, my love? So anyway, guys, I just wanted to say, be careful who you subscribe to these days. Okay, people are about to start showing their true colors, and I love that. But what you really need to ask yourself is, who is always showing you the true colors when their true colors were nasty and ugly? And who, my friend, was hiding what they were really doing behind closed doors And suddenly they come out with it and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm like, I throw people in freezers and stuff. Right. Right. So who was actually out here being authentic and who wasn't? Who is being real? Because I'll tell you what, the real one's about to rule and reign these days. The real ones, the real baddies, the real authentic ones, the real ones that are like, yeah, I've fucked up before. Sure, I drink a Pepsi every once in a while. Yeah, yeah. I like to have a moment of incredible edibles once in a while. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I go to a karaoke bar once every 3 months and get slosh and drink Celine Dion. Okay, okay. Like the real ones though, man. The real ones that can easily, when they're sad, eat their weight in Ben and Jerry's. Not these holier than thou people who are like, I never make mistakes. Do as I say, but not as I do. Because now all of a sudden they're presenting themselves as, in my opinion, wolves in sheep clothing. Or at least false prophets. I don't know, just false. Don't worship these people. They're not meant to be worshipped. They were meant to be teaching. You were not supposed to worship them. You're supposed to worship God. So go find out who God is and worship it. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Period. Joy. Period. Joy. Period. Joy. Love you so much, girl. You come in here, the whole atmosphere changes. Bae, I love you. Girl, everything changes when you show up, Joy. Joy for the win. Joy for the win. Well, I'm gonna go, guys. My amazing host, she just went to the store, the market, and got me some organic granola. So I'm gonna go pay her, but I love you guys with all my heart. And I thank you for listening to this. I'm so glad I'm not alone. Just be very cautious who you subscribe to and who you donate to and who you give energy to and who you promote on your channel. Okay? Because not everybody is, in my opinion, not everybody is worthy of being exalted right now. So, all right, we love you. I love you too, sweetheart. I love you as well. Thank you for being here. That hit me right here. That hit me right here. Joy, I fucking love you, dude. Where have you been my whole life? I love your vibes, girl. I don't even, please don't hate me. I can't really remember. Did you have a different name on here? Because, honey, you are a power hitter, okay? You are a real one. What a boss mamas. Because your energy is giving joy to the world. And you'd think I'd remember that name. Did you have a different name on here? Anyway, love you vibe, bitch. It's lovely. I love you. I love you. Heart back right to you, sis. Anyway, guys, thank you. Thank you. I'm off. I love you. I got a tinkle winkle real bad. So remember we was singing and you was talking about a new guy you met, girl. Shit. What day was that? When do I not meet a new guy? Oh God. How many new guys ago was that? I was singing and I met a guy. Oh, you mean at the old place when the tornado warning came on? You remember that day? I was singing and the tornado siren came on within 10 seconds. That shit was crazy. This one time in Kansas, this one time on the yellow brick road, I said, you know what we need around here? We need some rain. And I started singing, I swear to everything. In less than 1 minute, the tornado sirens came on. And the guy who was a new Airbnb guest, he just showed up. I'd only met him like 10 minutes the day before, I think. And he comes outside when I'm singing on a live stream in the freaking tornado. Oh, I thought I just heard a siren. Girl, I just about shite my pants. I thought that was like a siren as I'm talking about a siren. Okay, it's just my ears playing tricks on me. Anyway, okay, so he goes, hey, are you good? I'm like, what do you mean? As I'm singing to my friends on a live stream, I'm just like, what do you mean? And he's like, yeah, you hear that? And I was like, oh, the tornado siren? Yeah, are you like gonna sit out here with me and chill or what are we doing? And he's like, yeah, no, are you okay? Like he's thinking to himself like, so I said, wait, why are you out here? I was like, of all the people you know, I'm the one you care about right now? I was like, I thought to myself, girl, I've known this man 10 minutes. Like, who is this? And he goes, yeah, I was just wondering, like, do you want to come inside? Or like, you good? You good? I was like, is this like a ploy to get me in the basement or something? Like, what is this? He's like, nah, I just give a shit. He's like, I just give a shit, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, no, I'll come in. I'll come in. Guys, I gotta go. Some random strange man, like, seems to care about me or something. I gotta go. So anyway, turns out we go inside. I make him a cup of tea. We hit it off. We have literally a hookup. It was kind of not that day, but like we like kind of like really started liking each other, dating. Like it was actually really kind of nice. And then he left. He was in the military, so he had to go overseas, and we never really got to communicate with each other again. But like, yeah, it was like that. It was kind of serendipitous. But yeah, so I made him tea. We just talked about life and during the storm, literally during the tornado siren. We were just like, it was so great. I couldn't even believe it was happening. I was like, what is this? I was like, who are you? Why are you here? I was like, of all the people in the world, and he knew people in that area, in that city. So I was like, why are you not calling them? Why do you care about me? He's like, well, I just figure a girl by herself. I was just trying to make sure you were safe. And I was like, what is happening? Like, what is this? And then no, actually, we really, really fell in love. And it was kind of adorable. Kind of adorable. Yeah, but when he left, he was like, he wanted to exchange numbers, and I was just like, that's probably not a good idea. Ugh, attachments. You know what I mean? Ugh. Who's got time for it, love? So he's like clear overseas somewhere and like doing who knows what with who knows who, honest. And he's good looking guy, so I'm pretty sure he's doing something with somebody else. And that's okay. I was just like, let's just assume this was for healing. God loved you. I loved you. You loved me. We're a big happy family, but you're going somewhere across the seas. So it's fine, it's fine. And so I never, until then, like I've never actually known somebody to really truly care about my well-being before. And it's moments like that along my journey, like you start meeting people who God sends your way, who are truly love in the flesh. Like they love you, honor you, respect you, want to care for you. I remember him even going around the house and like checking all the security cameras because we lived in public housing and I had been there for several months, and he wanted to like make sure that the security cameras were online and like batteries were charged and shit like that because I didn't know anything about that stuff, and he was just so protective. I've never actually felt so protected in my life. It was very beautiful, that connection. So if you're talking about that guy, yeah, no, that guy's adorable. Adorable! Me singing and that guy showing up. Yes! Adorable! He was adorbs. We had a lot of fun. Cheers. I thought I heard someone too. Right! Okay, so I'm not crazy. No, because the day I met your channel, I was kind of excited because I was starting to manifest stuff. And I'd never searched up anything about manifestation, and your live pops up on my feed. Girl, get out. Stop. Welcome, babe. I'm so excited to have you, my love. Yeah, I'm gonna do just more like podcast style stuff in the future. Just like this, just like talking, about absolutely nothing. Whatever comes up, comes up. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not that I don't love my tarot cards. I absolutely do. But I have been noticing something with tarot too. It's like, it's a snapshot of whatever energy you're in. But I can already tell what energy you're in. All I have to do is read a fucking comment and I know where your head is. Facts, guys. I mean this. I don't even need the cards anymore to tell me like you have a lack mindset about this subject or there's this blockage or whatever the fuck ever. And all I have to do is be like, present to you a new reality where you already have that thing and then get you to believe it. That's it. That's it. So me, as the imaginative queen that I portray myself as, all I have to do is give to you a brand new reality that you've never seen before, pull it out of thin air, verbalize it for you, and get you to see, oh shit. Oh, I bet I could do that. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. All right. So sure, it could happen. Sure. I don't know how. Who the fuck knows how? All I need to do is tell you it's possible. I don't need to tell you fucking how, bitch. I won't know how. Nobody knows how. Nobody will know how until it's done. But all I need to do as my work on this planet, which I love that this is actually my career change right now. Like, I'm transitioning into live coaching. Like, this is my fucking gig, okay? I love that you come to me and you type out a comment and I immediately know, wrong. Let me show you a whole new world. Let me be your Aladdin boss daddy. I can show you the world. A brand new imaginative reality. All you have to do is believe me, and I won't make you put anybody in the freezer. No, I won't. I won't make you do any witchcraft spells. I'll make you see the world as God you are. And girl, all you need to do is sit here and take it. All I need to do is present to you a new world. And you just believe it or don't, bitch. I don't care. It's giving. I don't give a shit. I'm going to tell you it's possible. And then if you believe it or not, hey, that's a you thing. That's a you thing. You know? Some of you will be like, yeah, she's full of shit. Others will be like, hell yeah, I'm going to go get exactly what she saw. A whole new world. Tell about you, baby. I don't know. And I don't care. It's your world, not mine. Mine is going to be epic. Mine, I'm going to be the boss zaddy of my own world. Like, I don't give a shit about yours. No offense. No offense. It sounds horrible, but that's kind of true. I care about presenting a new world. And whether you say yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am, is completely up to you. And though the tarot cards were working their magic and I loved it, all it's really doing is showing you a snapshot of what I can already tell. I can already see that your problem with this, or this. And all I need to do is show you a whole new world. And then you just invest or you don't. A new fantastic point of view. You're welcome for free of charge. Cheers. But if you do want to give back when you win the lottery, girl, you know where I'm at. You know my PayPal address. Shit. You want to help your girl? Do so. Because I'll tell you what, I very much still believe in the institution of money. I very much believe still in the institution of bills, girl. So you want to help your girl? Feel free. But right now, all I need to do for you is portray a new world, a new version of yourself. Whether you believe in her or not, honey, if you believe in the Christ, when I present to you a new version of you that you haven't seen yet, you're the one that needs to believe in it, believe in him, aka your higher self, believe in the version I'm presenting to you. Believe in him and you will not perish, but have everlasting life. You will shift to that dimension, that reality where you need to go. You need to go there, honey. Not really physically, but you'll manifest. You'll attract it into your current experience. All I need to do is present a new world. And tarot was kind of limiting me to present to you the existing bullshit you already have. I don't need a fucking card to tell me that you're shit out of luck. I can just tell by your comment. I could just tell by the fact that you have a question in the first place. Right, so I've graduated tarot. I don't really need it anymore. It's not that it's not lovely. I still have cards right here on my deck, or on my table, so it's like, it's whatever. But when it comes to what I want this next phase of my life to be, it's definitely giving manifestation coach on live streams. I'm loving it. I love it so much. I'm actually really enjoying it. I think it's like more free flowing. I get to be myself, be more authentic, and be more centered and grounded in the present moment too. Because like with tarot, like when you throw a card, your focus goes to the card. Excuse me. Instead of it going to like the person's higher self, you know, like I could just be like, hey, I don't know. There's something more free flowing about it. And I'm just so in that area of my life where I just want to be more free flowing. So I think I'm going to retire the cards. I don't even think I'm going to need these soon. I mean, I really don't. I really don't need them anymore. I don't. Oh, I think you're made for live streaming. Thank you so much, babe. Keep it moving. How you doing? How you doing, sis? How you doing? How you doing? What'd you say, Wes? I want to be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing. I love it. Girl, and I love singing too. See, between live stream coaching and live stream singing, girl, I'm having the time of my life. I just want to enjoy life more. Tarot kind of limited me. So, and the money will come. The money will come. I don't know exactly, because I'm like transitioning from tarot being my main gig. So I don't know how else it will come, but I know it will. It has to. All I have to do is keep saying, of course it's coming. Of course money is mine. Of course I'm a multimillionaire. So though I'm going through a transition in my career right now, and it's like a little dodgy, it's a little sketchy. I'm like a little scared, because it's like, God, you're gonna really, you better come through, Holy Spirit, okay? Because your girl's got bills. I have to trust that I build it and they will come, right? I see it in my mind. I speak it. I speak life over it. And of course they will come. Of course it's mine. And so though I was making money doing tarot, I'm going to be making money doing what I want to do next. It's the same thing. At one time I was working a 9 to 5 and I transitioned fully into tarot. So it was in the same way God provided for me there, God will provide for me now too in the same way, right? So either way, I will be A-okay. I'll have everything I need on a silver platter. I always win at life. Period. Money loves me and I love money. And it's always coming in easily, quickly. So yeah, no, I want to have fun. What I really want to teach you guys, and to be honest, I really want to live through, I want you to see that I live by example. I want you to see that if you have fun, fun has your back. Fun has you. If you have fun. When you have fun, the universe speaks in fun. It speaks in, wow, this bitch doesn't care about anything. She must have everything. Let's give her more. That's what it is. When you're having fun, you love what you do what you love, and you get paid for it. And right now, though I might not be getting paid a ton for it, I'm pennies. I will be getting paid. I will be getting paid bank. Okay, it will happen. Now, going through any career transition, especially as a business owner, it's a lot. It's a lot for anybody, but I really want to be able to live this way so authentically and have you guys see that it can be done. Do as I do, and it will be done, period. Do what I'm about to do, what I have been doing, and it will be done, period. On earth as it is in heaven, yeah? That's what I want to be. I want to be that girl, that go-to, that rock solid individual that is a powerhouse of a leader, because I don't need anything from anyone. I'm literally a servant of God. I serve humanity. Humanity doesn't need to serve me. I want to be that, and I want to be that person that literally can tell you the story because you witnessed it firsthand, that shit is real. Whatever entity exists that takes care of all of us, including the birds, the sparrows, the worms in the ground, all of it is also providing for me too. And that the more fun you have, the more money you make. So I'm really trying this theory that I make money just by being myself. I'm also trying this theory that I make more money on my days off than I do when I'm working. Yeah, I'm trying it. We're gonna see where it goes. But I love experimenting with the universe. I hate that I have to experiment with my bank account. I hate that when I go to do any science experiment about the universe, I'm like, how advanced are we really? What can we do? What can we do as gods? I hate that I always have to be the guinea pig. No, really, I hate that I have to go first, but I'm in Aries, so it makes sense. We're the baby of the zodiac. We go first. We're the leaders because we go first. I hate that God has to use me as an example, because sometimes my bank account is it's nil. zilch, you know, and I hate that I have to experiment with how powerful I am by like making sacrifices monetarily and financially, but eventually I feel like it will catch up with me and I will have multi-millions. Right now, I'm just trying to practice what I preach. Teach you guys to let go. Teach you guys to trust the universe. The universe fucking has you. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, no matter who you talk to, no matter, you're never on the wrong path. You're always going to get your manifestation. It is inevitable. I will be a multimillionaire. It is inevitable. Period. Period. It is inevitable. I'm already that now. I'm already that now. I'm in that reality already. All I need to do is connect my thoughts to that reality. What is she thinking? What is that Jenna thinking? What is the multi-million-dollar Jenna thinking? She's not thinking, oh, bills are so hard. I hope I make money. Nah, she's thinking, damn, I just made 20G today. I just made 20 grand. I just multiplied that like with nothing. I spend and I get 100 times fold back, and I bless this person and boom, I'm blessed, and I get this and boom, I'm blessed, and I invest in that granola. Like my host, she just went to the store and the market, and she bought granola from her friend, and I was like, I'd love to try some. And I told her, grab me a bag and I'll pay you back. And it's like that. It's like investing in self-made entrepreneur women businesses. I promote her, she promotes my body. Like, I love her and she loves the cells in my physical vessel. And then the women that donate to me, that book with me, love, that's money, that's love in my bank account. I then go and honor other women in the same way. And it's like that is what we have effectively lost in society, and that's what we need to get back. We need to go back to sisterhood. Let's be real. We need to go back to a network of loving sisters and receiving and giving to these women. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm actually really excited this transition happening in my life, not only where I live, not only in my love life, but also in my financial sector, in my career. So you're going to see a whole bunch of changes, babe. Oh, and also physically, what I'm eating. So I'm like changing everything about myself like overnight. It's crazy. It's crazy. We'll see how it works. Well, fingers crossed. I hope I land on my feet. I hope I got it. I don't know. We'll see. I'm pretty sure I'm fucking amazing. So I think I'm going to be okay. But yeah, I'm excited to go see what today has in store. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to meet really cool people who fucking get it. Like, you guys are so here for love. You're so ready. Like, you're so ready to witness every good thing come in because, like, you're not scared of it. You're not scared of your own power. You've already healed the witch wound, that part of you that gets what you want, and then everybody else gets, like, jealous of it. You've already healed that part of you that doesn't care. You're like, bitch, stay jealous. Stay jealous. Stay jelly. Stay holly jelly. I'm gonna go get what I want. You guys have already healed it. You're ready to bring it in. I'm fucking ready to help encourage you to keep it. Girl, I'm ready. Like, let's go. Let's go. Cheers to being alone, not lonely. Dun, 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 yeah. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, thanks, Wes. You need to keep singing to us. I can show you the world. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a whole new world, girl. I'm gonna paint a whole new world for you. Why is this black fly in my window? What the heck are you doing, bruh? You think you run shit around here? No. What an Agent Smith of my Matrix. He's not allowed access inside. That's why he's on the outside looking in. He's on the outside looking in. I don't allow him in. No, honey. No, I know who you work for, motherfucker. You're on the outside looking in for a reason. You stay over there. No, like you guys ever have the attack of the flies, the black flies, the hordes of flies? Bro, that is such a sign of dark magic when you see like tons and tons. But like, don't even focus on it. There is no spoon and there are no flies. He was just here to say, hey, looking good, looking sexy. I love it. I love what you're putting out. I love it. I love it. I want some of it. Tough shit. Stay out there, bud. You have to trust and have faith, period. Keep it moving. Thanks so much for being here. Our true eternal self is extremely omnipotent and powerful. And we are always in that transcendental space. We need to subconsciously send messages to us because this is like a dream. I'm sending something right now to you, Joy. You getting this telepathic message? You getting this subconscious message? You getting that? Oh, you got that. I know you. Wait, stop. I literally did that. And I swear to you, I have tingles. I swear I have chills right now. Did I just... Guys, did we just like... Wait a minute. Okay. That was unexpected. I have goosebumps. I just like sent you a telepathic message of pure love and like... I just blessed you with a blessing and I legit got chills. So let me try that again. God. Get it? You get it? You got it? You get it? Good. Yeah. Yeah, I know you felt that. Oh, I know you felt that. I felt that. Yeah? Take that blessing. You take it. Although we feel identified with the character we are performing like in a dream, at the end of the day, our true eternal self is just sleeping. Wow, you're beautiful. You're awesome. Hermetic knowledge and linguistics talks are awesome. Yes, Wesley, yes. The best Wesley. I love it so much, man. I gotta pee. It's no joke. My bladder is super full. So I'm gonna go. But I love you guys with all my heart, and this was honestly one of the best chats I've ever had. I'm glad I came out with it because I was in the shower and I was like, God, do you want me to talk about this creator, that YouTuber? I'm gonna open up a whole can of whoop ass if I do that. Are you sure? Are you sure? And I prayed about it and everything. I was like, God, you better put a muzzle on my mouth if you don't want me to say some things. You better shut me the fuck up. Because I'm going to tell the world about how I'm not into this like cult leader. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not about to go out here and tell you for sure they're a cult leader, but it's giving cult vibes, and I don't like it anymore. And I was like, hey, don't make me go out there, Lord, if you don't want me to. You better have my back. Yo, I'm brave enough to say and call this person out, but honey, they have hundreds of thousands of supporters. So for me to go up right against the giant and be like, yo, I don't know if I like you much anymore. I mean, I was like, Lord, don't make me do it. But it was like eating at my soul. I had to say something. And I didn't even know that anybody else agreed. But the video that she posted today, I guess a whole bunch of people are, angry about it, up in arms and being like, man, I don't like this. So cool, it's not just me. But I didn't know it wasn't just me. So I very much thank you for coming in and saying, nah, I got the same vibe. Because I unsubscribed today, and I'm pretty sure you did too. So, yeah, I just wanted to be honest and share my opinion that careful you don't worship cult leaders, guys. Yo, it's a tale as old as time. Let's today be anti-cultish. Let's be the anti-cult. Yeah? Yeah? Let's not gatekeep information. Let's let people have their own opinions. Let's let people like, my boy Pete here, who came in saying God's fake doesn't exist. Let's let him say it. And then when he says he's leaving, like he's allowed to do that too, like cool. Let's like not be religious cult leaders. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Let's just not do that. Because like that shit is so old and so played out. Let's go teach people that, yes, though I'm God, I'm not the only God. You're God of your reality too. See, this is what most cult leaders won't teach you, babe. This is what most cult leaders won't teach you. They will not teach you that you are also God. They'll be like, oh my God, worship me. I'm your mother. Worship me like the mother. Girl, no. Though we're God, yes, I'm God, but you're God too. Like, can we go run with that, please? Can you go have your fucking best life ever, please, bitch? Because I want to hear about it. And I want you to email me and tell me how you got every single fucking thing you've ever wanted ever because you listened to my teachings. Period. Please go do it and then come back and tell me. Thanks. Thanks for being a baddie. What I don't want are these cults that, like, the cult behavior, the mindset of, like, God, just all in one hive mind. Like, bro, pull your head out your bunghole. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's what this channel is going to be about. Is very much exposing cults, exposing cult consciousness, exposing just bullshit, I guess. Cheers. Have a wonderful day. You too, Revives. I love you so much. I love you guys with all my heart. I have to go pee. I love you. I'll talk to you later.